Latest college football playoff rankings came out where Texas A&M dropped to 15th after the week off. I'm Vic Brown with 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome in to the Little Bitty Baby Morning Huddle. I'm AJ. Let's see my co-host here. Let's go to him now. It is Mr. Rob Thompson. Rob, good morning. How you doing, buddy?
Nothing.
Rob? Where's Vic?
Where's Rob?
Where's Rob?
Is he in the bathroom?
No?
No.
It's weird. Hadn't seen him.
Well, I don't know where he went.
Let's maybe check your text, see if if there's anything from Rob there.
Oh yeah.
That's odd. I mean,
Where'd he go?
show starts at 6 every day.
Hey, wait a minute.
Oh, you got something?
Yeah.
What do we got?
I'm out today. Have a fridge arriving at 8. He sent that at 3:23 this morning. Did you get that?
Oh, let me check. Oh, I did.
Interesting.
That's funny. Did he say that yesterday to us?
Nope. No, he sure didn't.
That's interesting. So do you, I think I'm pretty sure now I know what's happening.
What's going on?
Well, Rob's fridge is being delivered at 8 a.m.
Right.
And they must not have told him until like probably 2 or 3 this morning.
Oh yeah. They call about 1 in the morning. I think.
Yeah. A lot of the times they
normal.
don't work the same hours as like normal folk. So they just probably called at like 2 a.m. and said, "Hey, Mr. Thompson, we'll be there to drop off the fridge at 8 a.m." And he just said, "Oh, okay." And so he let us know, "Hey, I got to be there to pick up my fridge today at 8 a.m." But so there was no way he could have told us last night so we could have prepared properly, or maybe I could have gotten
Nope.
a replacement for him today.
Nothing.
So I mean, it was out of his hands, quite frankly.
Yeah. I mean, they did call at 1 in the morning, so he didn't.
What could he do?
Yeah.
He also made me feel guilty.
Why? What happened?
Because I didn't bring cookies yesterday morning.
Aha, but guess what you brought today?
Well, I baked last night. I spent all night baking over a hot oven, slaving away over a hot oven.
I just picture that.
I had.
Did you have an apron?
Oh yeah, I had an apron. I had flour all over my face.
The oven mitts.
Oh my gosh.
Then you had a cat on the counter.
Yeah,
right?
No, the cat can't be on the counter.
Oh.
Otherwise, you'd have hair in your cookies. You wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I made cookies and I brought them in today. And
They are good.
now Rob can't eat one.
Nope.
What a I don't know what the word is for this. I mean, I could say I'm disappointed, but I don't know that would be doing it justice. What's wild is we have our meeting with the suit today.
Oh, that's right. Today's
Wednesday. So after the show today, when we're all gathered around the computer, and we're
we normally use Rob's computer, but I guess we'll use yours.
Yeah, I've got the technology here.
Okay.
But when we're having that meeting with our suit, he's gonna say,
Where's Rob?
Where's Mr. Thompson? And what should we say? I mean, we don't want to lie to him, right? No. We just say that he got an emergency call last night at 2 a.m. about a refrigerator delivery that would be made at 8 a.m. Now, if I got called Now, this is just me, but as someone who, I work from 6 a.m., I'm usually home by 11.
Right.
I would normally, if someone said, hey, we're delivering your fridge at 8 a.m., I'd say, that doesn't really work for me, boss. Let's try 2 p.m. because I have that power as a consumer.
Correct.
But Rob doesn't think that way. Rob says, they tell me 8. It's got to be 8.
Gotta be 8.
What can I do? My hands are tied. Look at my hands.
Yeah.
They're tied.
Sorry.
They're
Can't do
tied.
it.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And you know what? It's all right. We'll fight through.
Yeah, we'll make it.
Victor, I know you stayed up all night watching the sports match games.
A little bit.
So you'd be ready to talk about this stuff.
I fell asleep.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't watch Duke in Kentucky?
I only saw like a few plays, and I saw the Celtics play, and I fell asleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
my body clock changed.
You know what? Let's just do this. Let's just make things up that happened yesterday.
Okay.
So the Celtics lost to the Kansas City Chiefs last night by a score of 49-3. What? I don't know. I'm just trying to. The Chiefs shot a 4-under on the back 30.
Is that what that was?
That's what it was. Yeah. No. Listen, I guess we'll just. Rob is usually the sports watcher here, so he usually keeps us up to date. Now we're just gonna have to pretend like we just watched.
He got a new TV, right?
Yeah.
So he's watching.
Yeah.
He's watching.
Man, Rob is very wealthy now. New television, new refrigerator,
new floors,
new flooring. Oh my.
Man.
Oh my.
Didn't he get an Ewald Kubota thing?
Oh yeah. Yeah. New
yeah,
tractor.
He's living the life.
New chicken coop.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Man, I can't wait for him to bring all the eggs. I eat eggs every day.
I mean, I'll use those eggs to make more cookies.
Yeah.
How about that? Yeah, Rob's got it going on. There's just there's so much. He's got so many new things being delivered that he just doesn't have time to work.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Work is in the way.
It really is. And now he could say, well, this radio show that we're doing every morning is what's making me so incredibly wealthy. But he doesn't think that way.
No.
He just thinks, I'm incredibly wealthy. I have to spend this money.
Right. I have stuff to do.
There's more important things than work, like spending all this money. So
Well, he's not sick.
No.
No.
I've got the employee handbook here. And
oh, yeah, you dug that up this morning, didn't you?
Yeah, it does say we have a certain amount of hours. It looks like we have 8 hours a year for because we got a certain amount of years for bereavement. As you know, Vic.
Oh yeah.
I've missed one show so far since I've been here, and that's because my dad died. So I missed a day when my dad died.
That's a good reason.
But you have a certain amount of days for if you're sick or if there's a death in the family. Mm-hmm. Now we know Rob took advantage of you get 1 day off on your birthday month. So Rob.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Rob
have that.
He took his birthday off. Now my birthday was in August.
Okay.
I don't want to say that I put the radio show above my own interests. Okay. But I did. I don't like to say I'm a hero, but I'm kind of a hero.
No, you're a hero for that.
Yeah. So but you do get that day, but it also says here you get up to 8 hours a year for appliance delivery. So I guess Rob is using.
He's off the hook then.
He's using half of his appliance delivery paid time off.
Wait, his whole work day would be, so it'd be the whole day then, because he's here for not the show, right?
No, he'll be on call from 10 a.m. to so he's only his window is only from 6 to 10. That's the part that he can't work today.
Okay.
The rest of the day, whatever we need from him, he's available.
Got it.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to. I mean, what happens if his dryer breaks?
Oh, God forbid, no. No, he ran out of days.
Right.
He has no more days.
What's he gonna say to the Best Buy? Like, oh, you guys are gonna have to do a Saturday delivery? What? I mean, how could he?
God forbid.
What could he do? What could he do, really?
That's when I have stuff delivered usually, because I'm working during the week.
Oh, you take care of your personal stuff on your days off.
Mm-hmm. Kinda. It's what you're supposed to do.
Is it?
Yeah.
But the handbook says we have.
Well, I mean, those are for regular people. He's a radio host.
I guess you have to save your time off because you've got, you're a cancer survivor.
Yep.
You've got one kidney. You're
takes priority.
a diabetic.
I'm a mess.
You can't afford to take time off to get a refrigerator delivered.
No.
I mean, that'd be foolish of you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to lie to the company and say, "Hey,
I'm not using vacation days.
I'm out of sick days." So you're like, quite frankly, I got a new iron. They're bringing it to the house today.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna need to be there to pick it up.
Yeah, I need to sign for it.
So you can go to a medical appointment.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. No.
But Rob, he's getting a new fridge, man.
Yeah.
Get a new fridge.
Interesting. And he lives way out in the.
I bet it's a wine fridge. I bet it's not even a regular fridge. I bet it's like a fancy secondary fridge that he doesn't even need.
No, I think it's a French door fridge with 2 freezers maybe that pull
probably.
out. Yeah.
Oh,
Stainless steel.
The life of the elites. Living the life of an elite. What it must be like.
He's lucky.
I just have the crummy old fridge that comes with my apartment. That's all I've got.
Like the ones in the kitchen?
That's it. Just a regular old fridge, man.
Just the top and the bottom?
Top
That's
and
it.
the bottom, dude. Got freezer. Doesn't regulate temperature real well. All my stuff gets super frozen. I have to eat my ice cream pretty fast, otherwise I'll get freezer burn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does it frost at the top? And everything?
And I can turn it down, but it doesn't matter. It's still gonna be
still gonna do it.
Still gonna crank it out at about a 10.
Jeez.
Well,
we'll see.
Vic, we're gonna try and survive the show without Rob today.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do. We power through, and we soldier on.
Yeah.
Rob is like, I think they taught that in the Air Force. Like,
oh yeah,
never leave your buddy behind, right? You guys had that, I'm sure, in the Navy.
Yeah.
We had that in the Army. Like, you never want to leave your, teammates high and dry.
Of course.
So that's why he gave us that courtesy text at 3:30 in the morning that he wouldn't be here because of, a refrigerator delivery. It all makes sense now because that's a team player. Player.
He didn't say it was a wine fridge, right? It's just a regular fridge?
I'm assuming it's a wine fridge. That seems very Thompson-ish.
Yeah, because it probably is a wine fridge.
Yeah.
You know what? Now that you mention it.
I think he has a wine cellar in the house already. Like it's like a 2-story wine cellar. It's very nice.
Very exquisite.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. Many dignitaries have come over and shared a glass with him.
A lot of city officials and
I
think the governor's been there maybe.
Pablo Escobar was there at one point.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, he does have a big estate, I guess you can say.
Oh,
right?
yes.
Right?
Yes. Dignitaries from around the world
go by the Thompson estate.
Have been there. Emiliano Zapata went there one time to the Thompson estate. A lot of people don't know that, but Emiliano Zapata was there in the 1890s to Thompson estate. Now, Rob wasn't alive then, but Rob's father shared brandy and a cigar with Emiliano Zapata. Yeah. Winston Churchill was there. I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. Winston Churchill stopped by.
Yep. See?
Got
it going on there.
The 2 days before JFK was assassinated in Dallas,
he was at the Thompson estate.
He was smoking a cigar on Rob's back porch.
Wow.
Little known fact.
While the pool was being built.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And Rob had migrant workers chained together digging his pool by hand. It was crazy.
It was a different time.
It was.
I mean, you can't blame him for that.
We can't. What are we gonna do? Punish him for something that happened when that was the
it was okay.
That was the way things went. That was the way things went. All right. Well, 3:30 in the morning. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me, Rob Thompson. All right, we'll take a look at I'll take a brief look at the college football playoff that got released last night. We'll dig into that a little bit deeper in the show because Vic, little known fact, Vic is a college football expert. So he is ready to discuss this in depth, strength of schedule. He's got it all written out. We'll do that later on. But we'll take a quick look at what happened last night. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
All right, guys, I am checking the cameras and maps, and right now everything is rolling at posted speed, so that's a good thing. 1604 eastbound is slowing down a little bit. Bandera Road on over to Houseman. 35 northbound Pat Booker Road, making your way up to Olympia Parkway. That's also starting to fill in and slow down. No delays. Loop 410 eastbound, 281 on over to Airport. And on 90 eastbound, 151 to I-10, about a 5-6 minute ride. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. With Progressive Insurance, you can make sure your family is well taken care of with life insurance. Protect your phones, laptops, and more with electronic device insurance. And cover your furry friends with pet health insurance. Visit Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
Train heating and cooling systems are tested, retested, engineered, and re-engineered to keep up with you. We run together. Visit traininfo.com to find your local independent train dealer. Traininfo.com. It's hard to stop a train.
You know the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to watch any big game with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. Football, basketball, all the fights. And when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and certainly the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, the Roo Pub, right next to the Angry Elephant. 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly. Oh no, my phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. This holiday, trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's over $1,800 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for Watch and Tablet. Over $1,800 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Ready to kick off your holiday shopping early? Ulta Beauty's early Black Friday event is here with up to 40% off the best gifts for everyone on your list, even you. Snag $15 cleansers from brands like Tula and Philosophy, plus $10 minis from brands like MAC and Urban Decay that deliver big joy in little packages. And don't miss 40% off select YSL and Armani fragrances. Get all the best gifts all at Ulta Beauty. Head in store today.
Order for Jennifer C.
Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double hot, double whip, double sleeve?
Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine?
Hey, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Well, I do now.
Seriously, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, you just said that.
Did you say I just said that?
Yeah, I'm cutting you off.
Did you say you're cutting me off?
You earn, we match. Unlimited cashback match. See terms at discover.com/credit.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s. 20s again at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text. Text BODY to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful Fed incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text BODY to 42424. That's BODY to 42424.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
The holidays are here at the Home Depot, so let's get to decorating. Find your perfect tree in our huge assortment of shapes, sizes, and styles. Like the easy-to-assemble Jackson Noble fir, with pre-lit branches perfect for styling with all your favorite ornaments. Or the Flock Starry Light Fraser fir, with over 1,900 pre-lit memory wire branches that keep their shape so it's ready right out of the box. Ooh. Find the perfect tree now at the Home Depot.
Yo, 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 Dad is in the house. What do you call the NordVPN Black Friday deal, huh? The Block Friday deal. Because you block online threats. Black Friday, Block Friday, get it? It's hilarious. Get the NordVPN Black Friday deal and block online threats now. NordVPN is rated as outstanding on PC Mag. Just visit nordvpn.com and discover the benefits of this all-around cybersecurity tool. It will encrypt your online traffic. NordVPN's Threat Protection Pro tool will defend you against web trackers, malicious websites, and malware-ridden downloads. So improve your digital privacy and protection with one simple click. Get the special Black Friday deal at nordvpn.com and enjoy safer internet daily. NordVPN. Cybersecurity built for every day.
You go into your shower feeling, but as soon as you reach for the Irish Spring, your day immediately gets better. That crisp, fresh, unmistakable Irish Spring scent zings your brain and awakens your senses. So when you finally emerge from the shower, 37 minutes later, because you pay the water bill so you can stay in there as long as you want, you're ready to take on the day and smell great doing it. Irish Spring Body Wash and Bar Soap. Fresh, green, Irish. Shop now at Walmart.
What's that? 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the NFL. Monday night, Thursday night, and Sunday night football. Presented locally by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime! No Rob Thompson today. It's me doing the heavy lifting again. No big deal. No big deal, guys. College football playoffs, top 25 came out last night. The updated rankings came out between the two Champions Classic games, Kansas, Michigan State, and Kentucky, Duke. We'll cover those a little bit later in the I say we. Rob and I will cover those later on in the show. You know, Rob really into college hoops, so I knew he'd be excited to be here and talk Duke and Kentucky. Right, Rob? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oregon remains number 1 in the college football playoff rankings. Ohio State is 2, Texas 3, Penn State 4, Indiana 5. If you're doing the math there, that is 4 out of the 5 top teams in the rankings are from the Big Ten, not the SEC, which I find a little bit interesting. Other notable things is that Boise is sitting at number 13. BYU is up to number 6. So BYU currently, last one is seated wherever it fits. But right now, Boise on the outside as BYU starting to get a little bit more respect, although I still think they are garbage and likely to lose. The Texas A&M Fighting Aggies sitting at 15 in the poll. And if the playoffs started today, Georgia on the outside, Texas A&M on the outside. There are currently 4 SEC schools, 4 Big Ten schools, 1 ACC, 1 Big 12, 1 G5, and Notre Dame. That's what your playoff would look like right now. The 4 SEC schools would be Texas, Tennessee, Ole Miss, and Alabama. So we'll see. It's still a lot to play. And Georgia-Tennessee play next week, and that is going to be a de facto playoff game. The loser leaves town. Retirement match. Like Jake the Snake Roberts and Rick the Model Martell. All right. We'll get into a little more detail on the college football playoff a little bit later in the show. I want to take a look at something that happened over the weekend that I didn't realize was a big deal until Twitter.com told me it was a big deal. So we'll talk about that next. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
All right, guys, I am checking the cameras and maps, and right now everything is rolling at posted speed, so that's a good thing. 1604 eastbound is slowing down a little bit. Bandera Road on over to Houseman. 35 northbound Pat Booker Road, making your way up to Olympia Parkway. That's also starting to fill in and slow down. No delays. Loop 410 eastbound, 281 on over to Airport. And on 90 eastbound, 151 to I-10, about a 5-6 minute ride. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. With Progressive Insurance, you can make sure your family is well taken care of with life insurance. Protect your phones, laptops, and more with electronic device insurance. And cover your furry friends with pet health insurance. Visit Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
The 149th Fighter Wing of the Texas Air National Guard is hiring both full and part-time positions with over 180 different career choices, including cyber, healthcare, communications, avionics, electronics, and more. The Texas Air National Guard offers a variety of ways you can serve. Earn education benefits that would cover tuition towards a bachelor's degree. To learn more, Google the 149th Fighter Wing. That's the 149th Fighter Wing of the Texas Air National Guard.
How'd you wake up this morning? You feeling good about yourself? Did you look in the mirror and say, that's the person that I expect to be? If that's you, keep it to yourself and move along. But if you're like the rest of us and not feeling very good about yourself, not looking good, and certainly feeling tired, it's time to meet Dr. Jacob Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. I met him when I was nearly 300 pounds and didn't think I was ever going to feel any better than I did that day. 8 years later, I'm down 80 pounds and feel younger than I have in a long time. You deserve that, but you got to take the step. Call Dr. Torres and let him explain to you why he's been so successful, why thousands of people just like you have lost the weight that they needed to lose and kept it off. That's why Dr. Torres is so successful. His website is iffhealth.com. Go there. Take the functional health test. It will open your eyes. If it's time to lose weight, if you have resolved to do it, call Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. Change your life and thank me later.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
The Gomez Law Firm has been helping injured victims in car and trucking accidents for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here. Jose, if someone finds themselves faced with the stress of an accident, what next?
Well, the first thing they should do is pick up the phone, call the Gomez Law Firm, or Google joegomezlaw.com.
The Gomez Law Firm is the leader in personal injury law. If you have been in an accident, you need a firm that will fight for you and your family's rights.
We do ride-sharing cases, we do 18-wheeler cases, obviously, we've done those for very many years.
The Gomez Law Firm fights for you against the big insurance companies and wins. Tell us about some other cases you represent.
And a third party that is responsible for causing that injury, we will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you have found yourself faced with a personal injury matter, if you've been in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then it's important to call the Gomez Law Firm today. Visit joegomezlaw.com.
If fashion is your thing, eBay is it. eBay's where I find all my favorites, from handbags to iconic streetwear, all authenticated. For real. This time, a little Supreme, some Gucci. I even have that vintage Prada on my watch list. That's why eBay's my go-to for all my go-tos. Yeah, eBay. The place for new, pre-loved, vintage, and rare fashion. eBay.
Exclusive kits by Sol de Janeiro, MAC, and ELF. To the cult favorite Hourglass Holiday Palettes. And let's not forget the stunning Dyson Airwrap in Strawberry Bronze. These limited editions won't last long, so don't miss out. While you're there, why not grab yourself something special too? I mean, 'tis the season, right? Get all the best gifts all at Ulta Beauty. Head in store today.
If you're a bacon lover, boy, do I have good news for you. Hi, this is Mike Kilbasa, and we've just made our legendary dry-cured bacon available at H-E-B. This is bacon made the way it was made in the old days, with no water, no chemicals, just 4 simple ingredients and real hickory smoke. The result? A slow-crafted bacon with a bold flavor our fans know and love, now in a new package. Life is too short for watered-down bacon, so if you don't see Kielbasa dry-cured bacon at your H-E-B, ask the store manager or visit kielbasa.com to find it at a store near you.
You go into your shower feeling, but as soon as you reach for the Irish Spring, your day immediately gets better. That crisp, fresh, unmistakable Irish Spring scent zings your brain and awakens your senses. So when you finally emerge from the shower, 37 minutes later, because you pay the water bill so you can stay in there as long as you want, you're ready to take on the day and smell great doing it. Irish Spring Body Wash and Bar Soap. Fresh, green, Irish. Shop now at Walmart.
At the Institute for Functional Health, we are dedicated to helping you live life fully, playing with your kids, golfing, and feeling great without relying on pills. We're not about treating symptoms temporarily. We're about extending your health span, the years you live in good health. I'm Dr. Torres, and for over a decade, my team has transformed lives by tackling health issues at the root. Tired of medications without real answers? Take control of your health with us. Call 210-468-1891 for a free Discovery Day consultation or visit iffhealth.com. Improve your health span today.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday afternoon at 6:30. The Aggies, coming off their second bye of the season, take on New Mexico State. Presented by Ewald Kubota and the Angry Elephant. Pre-game at 5:30 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hope you guys are real pissed off, like me. Incredibly angered. Mostly are people on X.com. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you saw this over the weekend. Michael Strahan, they did the show on like a carrier, and Terry Bradshaw's there and Jimmy Johnson's there, and at the end they were doing the national anthem, and almost everyone had their hands over their hearts.
Right.
That wasn't the national anthem you just heard playing. No. That was a different song. Otherwise I would have stood up. Yes. Yes, this is exactly what was playing. And Michael Strahan did the unthinkable. Unthinkable. When the other 4 guys on the show all stood there with their hands over their heart, Michael Strahan stood respectfully with his hands in front of him, like hanging at his waist with his right hand over his left hand.
Right.
And it was a bleep storm of, for instance, John says, Michael Strahan can't respect his country, military men and women he's surrounded by on this ship by simply putting his hand over his heart. Sickening. This is Greg, my biological father, whom I never met, died for this country. Apparently Michael Strahan doesn't give a bleep. Fox Sports and ABC need to fire him now. Michael Strahan hates America, says VLG. Texican Trumpian says, time to cancel Michael Strahan for disrespecting our heroes. Steve says, F you, Michael Strahan, signed veterans. Beta male, this is a cryptid politics, pro DeSantis. Beta male Michael Strahan refuses to honor the national anthem. This guy is a Democrat propagandist on TV who masquerades as an unbiased news host. Sigman says, what's up, NFL on Fox? Why do you hire anti-American sportscasters for your show? He cannot even show respect for our flag or national anthem. Wow. Little bit weird. First of all, I'm a veteran of this fine country, and I don't really care what you do during the national anthem. Like, I will say, like, if the national anthem is going on and you're talking, I get annoyed. Right. But you know what? That's your right as an American. If that's what you want to do, you want to talk during the national anthem, okay. You want to play Candy Crush on your phone during the national anthem? Okay.
I mean, the restroom, go.
If that's your thing, everybody's allowed. I mean, there's no law written in that says this is the way to listen to the national anthem. And if you don't do that, you're a traitorous bastard. I don't think that Michael Strahan, whose dad did 23 years, retired as a major in the U.S. Army, I don't think that Michael Strahan is anti-military. This is just kind of the times that we're in where everything has to be politicized.
Right?
There's nothing there. He wasn't playing on his phone. He wasn't talking. He was standing in a respectful position. It's not a big deal. Wow. Let's not make it a big deal. Do you get worked up over that, Vic? Like, do you
No. It's just everyone can do what they want. If they choose to, they do. If they don't, they don't. We're not what do you say, communism, like you're going to go to jail if you don't. But I understand why people are upset, but
do you?
Different time.
Do you understand why people are upset?
Yeah.
It's not like
I do, because they haven't evolved into today's society the way everything works. They're still stuck in the old ways.
And again, it goes back to Colin Kaepernick, where Colin Kaepernick was taking a knee. And I said at the time, listen, dude, I don't think it's the time for a protest, but I also, now here's my, this is my hot take that might get me in trouble.
Uh-oh.
I don't really understand why we play the national anthem at sporting events. It seems like a weird time. What other time do we play the national anthem? Why is the national anthem so associated with sports? That's weird.
Right before every game, NBA game, Major League, NFL.
Why? When else do we do it? Can you think of another, like...
See, when else would we play it?
When you go to the state fair, do you think that everyone stops and they... No. You go to church, does everybody... No.
Yeah.
It literally only happens at sporting events.
For colors at 8 a.m., does everybody face where the flag is being raised? No. Remember that?
Yeah.
You had to stop what you're doing, face the flag, and then once colors is over, you resume.
Very odd. JJ on Twitter says, can we deport Michael Strahan too? Disrespectful POS. AKA fire Michael Strahan. This is unacceptable.
Wow. Yeah, I'm looking at the
Buzz, what the hell is wrong with Michael Strahan on effing Veterans Day? Boo NFL on Fox. Not cool.
So what was his response to this? I'm looking at. It seems there's multiple sources saying different things.
I hope he didn't respond because it's an absurd thing to ask him to respond. And Arthur on the Brigade Bar says, what if he took a knee? I mean, again, I didn't have a problem with Colin Kaepernick. If that's what you want to do, dude, that's what America's about. If that's the way you want to do it, so be it. Not my thing, not something I support, but also not something I'm like gonna, be up in arms about and say we should throw this guy in the gulag, send him down to Guantanamo because he's a traitor to our country. Whatever, man. If that's what you want to do during the song, whatever. But he didn't. He stood in a respectful pose, and people are saying he needs to be deported. Huh? Huh?
Come on.
It's just such a Buzz says, Michael Strahan, I served 20 years defending your sorry ass, allowing you to be an idiot. You're welcome. Happy Veterans Day, asswipe.
Yeah, he opened a big can of worms with this one.
How? This is not disrespecting the military. This is not disrespecting America. Again, he stood in a respectful pose while they played the national anthem.
Was he kneeling down?
No. Was he playing on his phone? No.
Was he looking somewhere else?
Was he texting government secrets to Russia while it played? No.
Was he booking a flight?
No. Was he playing jump rope? No. Was he? What do they call it? Double Dutch? No, he wasn't playing double Dutch during the national anthem. He was standing there looking at the flag in a respectful pose. Yeah. Deport his ass! Todd, Michael Strahan disrespected the military during a Veterans Day pregame show. The great iron sacrificed their lives to protect his freedom. So his behavior is not just repugnant, it's downright cowardly. Cowardly.
Wow. Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Kathy, shame on you, Michael Strahan. Shame on you, NFL on Fox. Shame.
Did you see his response on Instagram, I think?
No, did he have a response?
Yeah, he says, I have nothing to protest. I have no statement to be made. The only statement that should be made that I want to make is I love the military. I've always loved the military, and I will always love the military. Okay, let's see.
I mean, remember, Michael Strahan grew up on a military base.
Right. He was a military brat, right? He also says, I do so many programs to help veterans and soldiers. I grew up on a military base with a father who was a major in the Army. My brother, sister, my cousins, they all served in the military. I'm a military brat. And so the fact of somebody saying that, I'm unpatriotic couldn't be any further from the truth.
I tend to side with him on this one. I really do.
Yeah.
I don't think he meant any disrespect, and I think if you're making a big deal out of this, you're just looking to what you're trying to do is maybe even worse, because now you're trying to turn the national anthem into a political statement.
Right.
Because Michael,
for no reason, just for the sake, come on. He wasn't kneeling down, like you said. He wasn't jumping rope. He wasn't distracted or just didn't care. He was there. He just like you would. I don't know, just stand there with your arms crossed.
Yeah, it wasn't eating nachos.
Right.
Very odd. Matthew is correct. If the show was Black Hawk Down, Rob would have taken off in a rescue chopper and left AJ and Vic in Mogadishu.
Yeah.
I don't know that a more accurate statement's ever been said on the Brigade Bar. That might be the most accurate thing I've ever read on the Brigade Bar.
Because he has to have the fridge delivered. He had to be there.
I mean, listen, what can I do?
I mean, his butler is in vacation
That's
in
right.
England. His maid went back.
Yes.
So there's no one really at the house.
Yes.
His gardener stopped coming because, it's wintertime. So, I don't know.
Well,
we'll see. I thought he had more butlers though that could be.
I know.
there,
Once
right?
he just got one.
I thought he had 3.
Times are hard. Times are hard now.
Yeah, he's got to be with one butler.
Hey, I got good news for you guys. I'm going to give away some concert tickets in the next segment. It's the Morning Huddle, which, by the way, the good news means I might be singing in the next segment, which I know you guys love. But I got to tell you about Underdog Fantasy, and let me tell you, another hit last night, baby. Another hit. My $10 turned into $65. Boom, just like that. I love that it pops up and it tells you, you just won $65 playing Underdog. Love it. It's the place to play if you're a sports fan looking to win some money while you're watching sports. They've got a pick'em game. You can win up to 1,000 times your money, just choosing higher or lower on player stats. That's all I do. I pick 3 or 4 players a night and say higher or lower. Boom, what do I think? How do I think it's going to work out? And I'm raking on this thing. I mean, damn near every night, turning 5 into 40, 10 into 60. It's too easy. Too easy, and it's too much fun, man. I'm having a blast with it, and guys, they've got a promo basically every day. Last night, one of the promos that popped up was for an NBA thing, and it was a free play, and it was like, your guy is going to score higher or lower than a half a point. Okay, I went with over or higher than a half a point for Klay Thompson. I figure in his big return to Golden State, he would at least score 1 point. And I was right. And I got paid just like I had played his regular prop. So, guys, it's too much fun. Download the app, sign up with the promo code Alamo, deposit now, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. That's $1,000 in bonus cash with promo code Alamo. Must be 18 plus. Present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concert with your play. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
The mustache was very important to me back then.
You wouldn't grow one now?
No.
See, I can't grow a beard, but I think I can do this chin mustache thing. Done
What
this
are you
a couple of
laughing at,
times.
Bud?
You call a goatee a chin mustache thing.
Isn't that what it is? Look up goatee in the dictionary. It's a chin mustache thing.
Is that what it says?
I have no idea what it says.
Because I don't think that's what it says.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
This Friday night in the Alamo Dome, your UTSA Roadrunners take on rival North Texas. It's the UTSA Salute to Armed Forces and Veterans presented by USAA. Get your tickets now, and you can donate to the Tickets for Troops program to help deserving service members and veterans attend the game. It's UTSA versus North Texas this Friday night at 7 in the Alamo Dome. Visit GoUTSA.com to secure your seats now. UTSA football. It's more than a game. It's an experience. Not all pizza places are the same. Mellow Mushroom originated hand-tossed, stone-baked classic Southern pizza. Not in the mood for pizza? Order a calzone, hoagie, sandwich, burger, or a mellow salad and see how care goes into every item on the menu. Take your pick from 24 draft beers and or handcrafted cocktails. And many of the pizzas can be made gluten-free or vegan. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Do you hear that? Asthma triggers are everywhere. From dust mites, pet dander, and pollen, to smog and smoke. An asthma attack can strike anywhere, anytime. Be prepared with quick-acting Primatene Mist. Clinically proven to open airways quickly. It's the #1 FDA-approved asthma inhaler available over the counter. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again. Use as directed.
I'm at a smoothie bar asking people if they'd switch smoothies with me for $574.
Oh, I'll switch.
So what about $574 if you switch your home insurance to Allstate?
That's a headache.
Nope, it's painless.
Oh, so it's easy money.
Yep, check Allstate first and you could save hundreds on quality home insurance today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.
The best mornings
In the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started on the right foot.
I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my old blue jeans on.
Good mornings make for better days.
I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my old blue jeans on.
Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Jake from State Farm. I'm winning. I finally cleaned my house, so I'm breaking out my new tropical room spray.
Keep winning and create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It's like your own personal paradise.
Ooh, hey, grab me a coconut water.
Bundling, just another way to save with a personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Hey, James Pledger. The NBA is finally back. Play Pick 6 from DraftKings, an official partner of the NBA. It's super simple to get started. First, download DraftKings Pick 6 app. Then, select 2 or more players, like Wemby and CP3, and choose if they'll have more or less of a stat, like points, rebounds, three-pointers, and more. And for all first-time Pick 6 players, check this out. New customers play $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use promo code KTFM. That's code KTFM for new customers to play $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Only on DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18. Plus, age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus award as non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits that expire in 30 days. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
George gets justice. The attorneys at George Salinas Injury Lawyers are proud of their local roots and their deep connection to San Antonio. They stand up for their neighbors, fight for justice, and make sure every voice is heard. When you've been injured in an accident, count on George Salinas Injury Lawyers. George guarantees that you don't pay anything unless they win your case. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers today at 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Oh, guess who's coming? Creed! That's right. America's greatest rock band, Creed. Going to Austin. We don't have a Moody Center here. And because when you listen to Creed, you get in the mood. They had to play at the Moody Center. But if you want to go see the Creed Are You Ready tour, November 15th, live at the Moody Center in Austin, you get to right here on our little program. How about that? Were you a Creed guy, Vic?
In the beginning, yeah, I liked Higher.
Should have been dead on a Sunday morning, banging my head. No time for morning, ain't got no time.
Yeah, that's a copyright violation. That was pretty close.
That was pretty close, right?
That was good, yeah.
Yeah. Hire's the big hit. That's that's the one everybody knows.
Yeah.
But I like to go with a little bit deeper cut. But, Hire's cool, too. And you want to sing that one with me?
Go.
You want to do it with me? Or do you want to,
No, I'm not a good singer.
No?
Yeah.
All right. Well.
I'm an air drummer.
Okay. All right. Can you take me higher? To a place where blind men see me. Can you take me higher to a place with golden streams? When he says golden streams, do you think he's talking about pee?
That's what I thought.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird, but kind of, I guess it's...
Like I said, yeah.
Some people are into what they're into, man. They're into what they're into.
Yeah.
Let's do caller number 5. You're going to get to go see Creed at the Moody Center in Austin. And if you don't win today, You can go to livenation.com and you'll get tickets there. That's where you can purchase your tickets. Livenation.com. That's November 15th, which is Friday. Oh, it's right around the bend. Go see Creed in Austin. All right, hour number 2 coming up. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Can you take me higher?
This is the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Monday night at 7:15. The Cowboys take center stage hosting the Houston Texans for Monday Night Football.
I like this kind of party!
Pregame starts after the Blitz at 6. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds and Ewald Kubota.
This is all cooking. How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career you'll love with flexibility, great pay, and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces? Join their growing team. Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today. That's progressive.com/careers.
Real estate is out of control. Between guaranteed offer programs and new laws about agent commissions, it's gotten so confusing. Know what's not confusing? Paying someone a low flat fee to sell your house. And that's where Listing Spark comes in. Listing Spark is Texas' flat fee real estate company. Flat fee selling is sweeping the nation because it's faster and it keeps more money in your pocket. In fact, professional real estate investors have known about it for years. With Listing Spark, you don't have to pay hefty agent commissions, and you don't have to leave money on the table. If you have a house worth $400,000, you actually sell it for $400,000 without paying $24,000 in agent commissions. And get this, if you get started today with Listing Spark, you can list with a local brokerage for as low as $395. Contact Listing Spark today to find out how much your home is worth for free. See, it's simple. Call 800-MLS-LIST or go to listingspark.com. That's listingspark.com. Listing Spark. Thousands of Texan homeowners agree. Selling's better with a low flat fee.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Jake from State Farm. I'm winning. I finally cleaned my house, so I'm breaking out my new tropical room spray.
Keep winning and create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It's like your own personal paradise.
Ooh, hey, grab me a coconut water.
Bundling, just another way to save with a personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
This holiday at T-Mobile, I'm joined by a special co-anchor.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Big Snoop D-O-double-G.
Snoop, let's talk about T-Mobile.
Okay, cool.
This holiday, get 4 lines for $25 a line. Plus, 4 iPhone 16s with Apple Intelligence and the all-new camera control on us.
Let's get cracking, like a breakfast egg.
You can use those eggs to make some eggnog, Snoop.
Respect.
And people do love T-Mobile, where you can save on every plan versus the other big guys.
You know, y'all can take some of those savings and buy some Snoop merchandise.
Always a great stocking stuffer, Snoop.
We up out of here, so drop that jingle.
Hold your horses, Snoop D-O-double-G. Let's remind people one more time.
Head to T-Mobile.com and get 4 iPhone 16s with Apple Intelligence on us. Plus 4 lines for $25.
With 24 monthly bill credits, 4 eligible trade-ins, and 4 new lines with autopay. Well-qualified customers plus taxes and fees and $35 per line connection charge. Cancel entire account before receiving 24 bill credits and credit stop and balance on required finance agreements due. $829.99. Credits end if you pay off device early. See how you can save on wireless and streaming versus the other big guys at T-Mobile.com/switch. Apple Intelligence available now.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to.
They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are noticing some slowdown. 1604 eastbound, Shanefield on over to Bandera Road. 35 southbound from Schwab Road on down to Wickham 3009. On the west side, it's heavy. 410 eastbound, 151 to Bandera Road. And on 410 northbound, Old Pearsall to Valley High. That's starting to fill in and slow down. If you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line. We'll check it out, 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs welcome the 2-7 Washington Wizards into the Frost Bank Center with a tip-off set for 7. In the NFL, Dak Prescott is undergoing season-ending surgery today in New York on his partially torn hamstring. In college football, the latest college football playoff rankings came out where Texas A&M dropped to 15th after the week off. I'm Vic Brown with 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Kielbasa Dry Cured Bacon. Kielbasa, we've got bacon. Available at H-E-B.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right. Couple things. Jordan on the Brigade Bar, he's got to be right. He says, isn't it golden streets like heaven in the Bible? That would make more sense now that I think about it. Yeah. That would make a lot more sense. I was today years old when I found out that he wasn't talking about pee.
Wow.
Yeah.
Something new every day.
To a place where blind men see.
Pretty close.
Yeah, Golden Streets makes a lot more sense. With arms wide open, under the sunlight, with arms wide open, how everything has changed.
Hey, your cookies are getting compliments over next door. Did you see that?
I know. Trey Ware, Trey Ware is very, very famous. He's become very, very famous. The most famous radio guy in all of San Antonio.
Yep.
And he likes my cookies. He says my cookies are the best. They're incredible. Over on KTSA, my baking skills are getting shouted out. And they all agree it's still manly that I bake cookies.
Yeah, definitely.
They say you're still pretty manly, still kind of manly at least.
No, you're more manly that you do it.
Yeah. They said, "Oh, you're wearing a pastel purple shirt, and you baked cookies last night.
The fact that you know it's pastel,
and you have a cat."
At least your hat matches.
Yeah. They're like, oh, and your hat matches. Yeah. Well, listen, man. I learned about the Golden Streets. Now I know. God. Yeah. I'm such a phony Creed fan.
Now you're probably buzzing the whole time you're singing it anyway.
That's true.
You know?
Well, listen, man.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I'll show you everything with arms wide open. Jose says, where is Rob? This show is terrible when AJ's by himself. You know, Jose, I wish I knew. I wish Rob was here to save you.
Yeah.
But he's not. He's busy having a refrigerator delivered. Sorry. So instead, you only get the crappy radio guy. Barely started doing this. But you know what? I'm fighting the good fight.
Nah, just keep going, man.
I'm gonna fight the good fight because that's all I can do. That's all I can do is fight the good fight. You know, I'm like Scott Stapp from Creed. I'm in my own prison. Just
And Raymond Chapa was the winner.
Court is in session.
Wow. Congrats, Raymond.
A verdict is in. No appeal on the docket today, just my own sin. Rin's complaining about the singing. You're crazy, man. People love my singing. People love it. Congrats, Raymond Chapa. Was he excited? Was he excited to go see Creed?
Oh yeah, he says he's never won anything.
What?
Yeah, he had to pull over when he was driving. You can hear the hazard lights clicking, and he was all like stuttering. And,
safety first, Raymond. That a boy.
Well, I made sure he was pulled over, but yeah, he was all excited.
Well, enjoy going to see Creed with arms wide open. I love it. I love it. I wish I was going to see Creed this weekend.
Right?
What if I... What if you did? What if you lied? What if I avenge? What if eye for an eye? That's real poetry right there.
Yep.
That's real poetry from Scott Stapp. So congrats. That'll be a fun show, Raymond. Enjoy that. Good that someone was excited to win to go see Creed.
Oh yeah.
And Rin says, I'm pretty sure that's also AJ's Cher impersonation. It actually is very similar.
Yeah, it's in the ballpark.
It's very similar now that I think
It is in
about
the
it. I guess I never considered that before.
Yeah.
I got you to walk with me. I got you to talk with me. Yeah, that Cher does sound like Scott. I don't know if I've ever seen Cher and Scott Stapp in the same room. They could be the same person.
Could be. Yeah, they do sound a little similar.
I got you, babe.
That was my favorite song, by the way, growing up.
Oh, yeah.
I had the 45.
That's a jam.
Yeah, we're old.
Would you believe in love after love? Rin, that is really that's eye-opening. I learned two things today. It's golden streets, not golden streams.
Right? I always thought that too.
I was like, that's so weird. He talks
but I don't
about
pay attention to little things, and I don't look up lyrics.
Weird. I don't either.
Yeah.
So weird. He talks about pee in that song, but now I know it's talking about the golden streets of heaven. It's all making sense now. It's all coming together.
Man, it was all a lie.
And then I learned that Cher and Scott Stapp are the same person.
Very educational this morning.
It really is. It really is. Did you know that Cher has a trans child?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, I probably did, but I don't remember.
She used to be Chastity Bono. Now she's Chaz Bono. Chaz.
The world we live in, right?
Yes.
Can't do anything about it.
That's right. And Noe says, I need to read my Bible, AJ. Well, I didn't know Scott Stapp was talking about the Bible. I mean...
It's not a Christian rock band, right?
I think they are kind of.
Really?
Yeah, I think there's a lot. I mean...
Like Stryper?
I should have known because there was a lot of stuff that was saying, like, okay, yeah, this is probably...
holy?
Yeah, religious type discussion. I don't think all of their songs are, but I think there's a lot of them that are. Yeah. But yeah, that's sometimes you learn new things. You learn new things. One, oh, one. The only way is one.
Ah, we're hitting the greatest hits, aren't we?
That is the greatest hits. They got a lot of hits now that I've been thinking about it. Mm-hmm. What a big band. They're one of those bands like Nickelback where they got really popular, but no one wanted to admit that they liked them.
Right.
And it's like you can
like Linkin Park.
Yeah, I don't listen to that crap.
Like Linkin Park.
I only know all the words to all the songs because they get played on the radio all the time.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to not know them?
Yeah. So when it comes on, they turn it like I don't want them to know I'm listening to it.
Yeah.
One
And
of
you're
those
like, oh yeah, I don't listen to any Nickelback songs.
Yeah.
But it's like, this is how you remind me of what I really am. And then, I only know that part because I heard it on the radio a million times. A million times.
And then you changed it right after that, right? So
That's
that's
right.
all you know?
Look at this photograph. Oh boy, yeah. Creed though, they're making I think Nickelback's making a comeback too, and now so is Creed.
Yeah.
So is Creed.
And Aaron Lewis,
you know what? Aaron Lewis making a comeback too.
Yeah.
I saw yesterday. Speaking of Nickelback, they're going to co-headline the Rock the Country lineup. It's a music festival tour, and it's going to be they're going to be in 10 small towns across America. And some of the bands included are Hudson Westbrook, Old 60, Treaty Oak Revival, Ella Langley, Gavin Adcock, Travis Tritt, Aaron Lewis.
Nice.
Hank Williams Jr., Leonard Skinnard, Nickelback, and Kid Rock is the headliner. I guess the co-headliner with Nickelback. Ba with the ba, da bang, diggy, 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 said the boogie, said up, jump the boogie.
Yeah.
All right.
What he said.
Exactly that. I saw Cooper Flagg last night with my own eyes. I saw him. And
Yeah.
I mean, he's good.
I mean, yeah, well.
He sold the game, though. He sold the game last night. We'll talk about that if Rob were here. Oh, Rob would be so mad that I was besmirching the name of Cooper Flagg. He loves Cooper Flagg.
Right?
He loves him.
Yeah. He's his savior.
And he's like he's a 6'10" point guard. I'm gonna say something alarming about Cooper Flagg as a point guard on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I got to tell you about Carbach Brewing. Thanks for pointing at me, Vic, and reminding me.
Yeah,
I almost forgot. I got to tell you about Carbach. Guys, when you're ordering your beer, I know men, we are creatures of habit. We really are. And we go in, we order the same old thing every time. And it might not be the best thing, but we know it's easy. It's an easy order. It's convenient. And most places are going to have probably the crummy beer that you've been drinking. Well, you could step your game up. You could have better beer, and that's where Carbach comes in because Carbach has made a real push into San Antonio. We talked to the brewer the other day. Carbach wants to make San Antonio a big market for them, so they've made a big push. They're all over the place. So when you go to bars, obviously H-E-B, obviously at Specs, you're going to find Carbach. But when you go to bars, you go to restaurants, more often than not, they're going to have Carbach on tap, either the Love Street Blonde, which is their Kolsch style ale, real easy drinker, the Hopadillo IPA, which is their flagship IPA, ultra bitter, just an old school IPA, or then the Crawford Bock, which is my favorite of their year-round beers. One of those is likely to be on tap wherever you're at in San Antonio. So next time you're out and about, if you're out this weekend at a bar, you're out this weekend watching Mike Tyson and Jake Paul or whatever, John Jones fight, ask your bartender to make it a Carbach. Hey guys, it's AJ Hoffman from the Morning Huddle. If you're looking for a place to play some cards, have I got one for you. SA Card House, located just off 281 at Bitters, is the best card house in San Antonio. It's a great environment, great for all skill levels, and guys, you are going to love the food and bar that's attached. Foster's Bar and Grill, they do not mess around. Go by, check them out, or check them out online at sacardhouse.com. They're open 7 days a week. Stop in, maybe I'll see you at the tables.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Oh no, my phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. This holiday, trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's over $1,800 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for Watch and Tab. Over $1,800 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Jake from State Farm. I'm winning. I finally cleaned my house, so I'm breaking out my new tropical room spray.
Keep winning and create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It's like your own personal paradise.
Ooh, hey, grab me a coconut water.
Bundling, just another way to save with a personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
All right, gentlemen, this is Emmett Smith on behalf of Depend, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing catch. Because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatable. And one blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, Depend is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 40 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shield Guards Real Fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000 void in Mississippi.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday afternoon at 6:30. The Aggies, coming off their second bye of the season, take on New Mexico State. Presented by Ewald Kubota and the Angry Elephant. Pregame at 5:30 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
I didn't watch a lot of the Emirates Cup last night because I was watching college hoop. And a couple things of note. First of all, I said yesterday Michigan State had nobody to stop Hunter Dickinson. I was right. Basically had his way. 28 points for Hunter Dickinson. Good day. 12 of 20 from the field. Also, you got to be kidding me. Michigan State, 3 of 24 from 3 points. That if you're not good at math, that is right around 12% from 3.
11.9?
That's 12.5%.
Ah, okay.
12.5%, which is not good. It's not good at all, friends. But the better game was certainly the Duke-Kentucky game last night. And Rob and I disagreed on how this game would go. Rob is infatuated with the talent that Duke has, and they do. They really are talented. They've got some dudes, man, no doubt. But I liked Kentucky because I like a team that's got a bunch of grown-ass men. Everybody on Duke's 18. That Cooper Flagg's 17 years old.
Yeah.
17.
I still can't believe how young he is.
Yeah.
Plays like a 25-year-old.
Ask him who he voted for. He
Oh,
didn't.
he can't.
He can't. Can't even vote. Got to get his mom's permission to do things.
And did he, what branch of service was he in?
I don't. Well, I joined the Army when I was 17.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Yeah.
But still, he wouldn't go.
Can't get a tattoo without mom's permission.
Wow.
How about that?
He can't vote, can't get a tattoo.
Mm-mm. I think the
Can't drink.
Is the porno age up to 21?
Probably.
Cigarettes are up to 21 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where porno's at.
25?
No way.
21 then.
I don't know.
18 still pushing it.
Yeah, I mean, it was 18 when I was a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
And at 18, you can go into the strip clubs that are – this is one of the wild ironies of the world. At 18, you can go to an all-nude strip club where they're showing, like, everything in the most graphic way possible. But it's bring your own beer.
Those are the good places.
Now, when you're 21, that's when you go to the club where they're wearing underwear.
Right.
But you can't bring your own beer, and you get it at the bar.
Right. Like $10 a
So
drink.
at 18, they want you to know early, this is what life is, son.
Yeah.
This is what you. This is
what's happening.
This is what's really going on down there. And you got listen, as someone who was living on a military base at 18, I saw my share. I learned a lot. Learned a lot.
I did too.
Learned a lot about the female anatomy.
Yep.
At the butt naked clubs, as they call them, the all nudes. It's wild. But even Cooper Flagg can't even go to the butt naked club. Can't go to it because he's not 18.
He's not 18. When does he turn 18?
I don't know. It's got to be pretty soon. Coop's it's got to be his birthday on December 21st.
Oh, there you go. It was coming.
He was born in 2006. How crazy is that? That is weird. That is wild. So Cooper had a good night last night, no doubt. 26 points, 8 of 14 shooting. I don't think he's even close to a point guard, though. I mean, he's 6'9". He can move around. He can play all over, and I think he can defend about anywhere.
Right.
The last 30 seconds of that game, he turned the ball over twice. I mean, in the most key moments, that was the end of the game. They could not win after those. So just he can't dribble. He's not he's a decent dribbler for a 6'9" dude, but to say he's a point guard, it's just not. That's not what he is. There's no way that's what he is. I was impressed by him, but I don't know that. Here's my guess about this Duke team, and I heard him comparing them last night to the Duke team that had Zion Williamson on it, and I remember when tournament time came, everybody was picking Duke. And it's the most money I've ever won in a bracket pool because I was in a bracket pool with 120 people, and I think 105 of them picked Duke to win the national title. And when you do that, you have to basically everything else in your bracket has to be perfect for you to win. I picked Virginia to win, and now they won, which helps, but it didn't really matter what the rest of my bracket looked like because nobody else had the champion. And when everybody has one champion, it makes it very tough. I think Duke by the end of the year is going to be that team that everybody thinks is going to win a title, and I don't think they will. I mean, you're talking about a bunch of 17, 18-year-old kids. That's not what works in college basketball anymore. Nope. Grown-ass men. The transfer portal has changed it, man. They want nobody's looking for – I mean, it's cool if you get the best freshman in the country, the best incoming freshman.
Yeah, of course.
But what everybody's really looking for is the fifth-year senior who is transferring and wants to play one more year and win a title. And you saw that last night with a couple guys. Andrew Carr, who played at Wake Forest, grown-ass man, 23-year-old dude. He's out there balling. Lamont Butler, fifth-year senior, already won a national title or played for a national title, played in a national title game at San Diego State. Fifth-year senior, goes to Kentucky. Difference maker. Like, that's what's going to win in 2024, I believe. It's not having the best kids. Right. And I'm not saying Cooper Flagg's not going to be a baller one day. I'm not. But let's just slow our roll a little is all I'm saying. Let's slow it down a little. Kid's got a long, long way to go, and he's still a 17-year-old kid, and they're going to make 17-year-old mistakes. I got a 17-year-old son. Guess what? All that dude does is make mistakes.
Yeah.
That's all he does. It's all he does. And my guess is Cooper Flagg's got plenty more in the chamber, plenty more where that came from, Bubba. So Kentucky gets to win 77-72. A good start to the season for the 3-0 Wild Kittens of Kentucky, and Mark Pope off to a good start as the new Kentucky coach. Got a handful of games tonight. We don't have a Champions Classic like last night. Those are hard to beat. But few top 25 teams in action, including the University of Houston, laying 29.5 points against Louisiana, the Ragin' Cajuns. Arkansas plays Troy. Creighton hosts Houston Christian. Auburn, who I love this Auburn team. You talk about a team I think can win a title. Auburn's up there. They're playing Kent State. Tennessee hosts Montana. St. John's against Wagner. And UConn, the defending national champs, 37.5 point favorites over Lemoyne. Lemoyne. Yeah, I don't know what. Lemoyne. It's what you do when you're having a baby. You go to Lemoyne classes.
Yeah. Okay. That's Lamaze.
Oh, I thought that was Lemoyne.
Yeah, Lamaze.
Oh. Well, I don't know what Lemoyne is then.
Is it in Des Moines?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Is it a subdivision of Des Moines?
Yeah, I you know what? I'm not going to pretend like I know where. I don't know where Lemoyne is. Is it? That can't be right. Is Lemoyne in Texas?
Probably. There's all kinds of cities in Texas.
No, I think it's in New York or something like that, but I don't really know. I'd be making it up if I said I know. I've got no idea. I think it's in New York, but I'm no expert on such matters. I like to guess things. They're the Dolphins, the Lemoyne Dolphins. I know that much about them, but I don't know where their school is at. And if it's Dolphins and they are in New York, that's the dumbest mascot ever.
A dolphin?
Yes. Why would you be a dolphin if you're in New York?
Yeah, it's a coastal city team.
Is it?
I think so. No, let me see.
It's Lemoyne. 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 It's in DeWitt, New York.
DeWitt?
Yeah. Lemoyne College in DeWitt, New York. It is a private school, and it is nowhere near the ocean. It's in Syracuse. It's in Syracuse, New York.
Yeah, that's where it is.
And they're the Dolphins. That's the dumbest mascot name ever. Like that. That's terrible.
And there's no other basketball teams other than the Miami Dolphins for NFL, but right, that's it.
I think there's another. There might be.
I'm trying to think if. Yeah, there's no Dolphins in Major League Baseball.
No. Not in.
There's no other Dolphins in. Let's see, not even in high school.
No.
I think Port Aransas is the Marlins. It's about as close as it gets.
Jacksonville University is the Dolphins. But there's not many.
Yeah.
But at least Jacksonville is by the ocean.
Yeah, it is. So it makes sense.
Lemoyne College in New York being the Dolphins is stupid. That's the worst. That's like saying, like going to, we're the Miami Highlanders. Like you're some sort of mountain man. No, you're in Miami, dude.
No.
Why would you be the Highlanders? That doesn't make sense.
You should be called the humidifiers.
Right, yeah. Or the Hurricanes is very appropriate. Very appropriate.
There we go.
Ugh, so dumb. What are you going to do? All right. When we come back, talk some NBA. Spurs have one tonight, and the NBA Cup that went on last night, the Emirates Cup. We'll get into that a little bit. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I got to tell you about Game Day Men's Health. And between us guys, when you hit a certain age like I'm at, I'm 44 years old now. I'm very, very elderly. I was falling apart. And I went in and I just didn't feel myself. I went in and everything was so easy, so smooth over there at Game Day Men's Health. They're like, hey, they took my blood, checked my levels, had me diagnosed with the guy, and he said, here's your treatment options. This is what might be best for you. These are the things I recommend. Got my treatment done all in an hour, so it was incredibly convenient. And they're like, man, your energy is going to be better. You're going to sleep better. Your libido is going to be better. All of these things. And they make it so easy, and it's so comfortable. And for me, one of the important things was I didn't want to go in and get a shot every week. If you're into that, that's cool. I'm lazy. I'm not trying to go get a shot every week. They gave me those pellets that are like the slow release thing. They said those will last up to 4 or 5 months. I'm all over this, man, and I'm already feeling the changes. You're going to notice a difference, more energy, better mood. Don't settle. Be the best version of yourself. Call Game Day, 210-900-3691. That's 210-900-3691. They're at 250 East Bassey Road, right there in the Quarry. Feel better, be better. It's Game Day.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like a trouble spot on Highway 90 eastbound at Couples. A disabled vehicle that they quickly moved off the main lane. It's now off to the right shoulder. We've got a stalled 18-wheeler on 35 southbound as you approach Military Drive, right lane blocked. On 1604 eastbound Shanefield to Bandera Road, that's filling in, slowing down. Also sluggish along 35 southbound FM 1518 on down to Tupperwine, and 410 eastbound Calabria to Bandera Road, rolling slowly. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
I'm on the outside. Listen all this week to AG and Rob to win tickets to see Aaron Lewis and the Stateliners in their American As It Gets tour, coming to the Majestic Theater February 6th from 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance offers a great price and round-the-clock protection when bundling home and auto. It's one of those rare times where you could save money and get something great. Bundle today at Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
Hey, this is Rob Thompson here for Prize Picks, my daily fantasy game, and it better be yours. It probably is. There's already 10 million people playing it. You better jump in. We're mid-season now, and this is the time to play because we know what to expect. We're fantasy players. We know if Jaden Daniels is going to go get it. We know if Dak Prescott's got it in him. We know if Pat Mahomes doesn't. That's why Prize Picks is so much fun. Your skill, your knowledge put to use, and there's free money. Prize Picks is the only real money daily fantasy platform with injury insurance so that your lineups stay in play even if your players get injured. If your player leaves in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks keeps your lineup live. They put their members first, too. All withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When picks hit, you can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes. Download the app today and use code ALAMO to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code ALAMO to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
What's with the outfit, Nigel?
This is my hunting attire, complete with my bright red jacket, hunting horn.
Whoa, Nigel. Hunting is a little different here in Texas.
And like hunting, plumbing, heating, and air conditioner repairs are all about skill and having the right equipment.
And all our Quarter Moon technicians with a fleet of fully stocked trucks know what to do when plumbing, heat, and AC issues pop up out of nowhere. Where'd you go?
I can't get my horse down from the deer blind.
Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 651-5899.
License number TNCLA 141074E and 16004.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio representing people and families who've been injured in traffic collisions since 1994. The reason it's important to call me as soon as possible is the number of tricks and mistakes you can make, even up to talking to insurance companies, which I'm going to tell you not to do.
and also some of the billing practices at our local hospitals. And over the last year, I've seen more and more of this, where hospitals are asking patients to assign benefits they do not have to assign, all in an effort to get more money to the hospital than they would receive if all you used was your health insurance. When you call, I will give you your options. We'll talk about your case. And all of that is free of charge. If you or a family member has been injured in a traffic accident, whether car, commercial truck, motorcycle, I want you to call me as soon as possible after the collision. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or go to my website at alawyerforus.com.
Hi, I'm Manny Jr. from Rock's Discount Vitamins. If you're looking to build muscle, strength, and boost athletic performance, check out our huge selection of anabolic pro-hormones. These powerful supplements provide your body with essential nutrients for muscle growth, faster recovery, fat loss, and even improved bone health and libido. Visit one of our 12 San Antonio locations or go online at rocksdiscountvitamins.com to learn more. That's rocksdiscountvitamins.com. We thank God and you for your continued support. rocksdiscountvitamins.com.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
If you're a bacon lover, boy, do I have good news for you. Hi, this is Mike Kilbasa, and we've just made our legendary dry-cured bacon available at H-E-B. This is bacon made the way it was made in the old days, with no water, no chemicals, just 4 simple ingredients and real hickory smoke. The result? A slow-crafted bacon with a bold flavor our fans know and love, now in a new package. Life is too short for watered-down bacon, so if you don't see Kielbasa dry-cured bacon at your H-E-B, ask the store manager or visit Kielbasa.com to find it at a store near you.
Order for Jennifer C.
Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double hot, double whip, double sleeve?
Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine?
Hey, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Well, I do now.
Seriously, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, you just said that.
Did you say I just said that?
Yeah, I'm cutting you off.
Did you say you're cutting me off?
You earn, we match. Unlimited cashback match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, the Texas Longhorns have to travel to Arkansas. Always a tough place to play. We'll hear all about it from Bob Ballou.
Yeah, and where Texas is in the new college football playoff rankings. Plus, our weekly visit with R.J. Ochoa on the Dallas Cowboys.
Can't wait for that.
He'll be in a great mood.
The Blitz starts at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Let's go! Hi, it's Jason Minix. You're listening to the home of the Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Mario says the Lemoyne Dolphin is about as dumb as the Buffalo Bills. Bison were nowhere near New York. Well, their town is called Buffalo. And,
yeah,
you know, and Buffalo Bill was a famous showman of the Wild West. Also, welcome in to Juan Gonzalez, former left fielder for the Texas Rangers, says, "What's up, AJ and Rob? Just subscribed on YouTube. Always hear you every morning on the way to work. Now I can see you. Hump day." That's right, baby. Welcome in, Juan Gonzalez. One of my favorite players as a kid. I truly believe you never did the steroids. And Ruben says the dolphin is the symbol and mascot of Lemoyne College. The use of the sign of the dolphin became common amongst Christians on the second century AD. That's not a good enough explanation.
Nope.
No, I'm sorry. You can't. I'll give you Golden Streets over Golden Stream in the Creed song.
Yeah.
I'm not going with Dolphins. I'm not going with it. I'm not going with that. I'm not letting you convince me that Jesus decided they should be called the Dolphins. That doesn't make sense to me. Where were we?
Let's see.
The San Antonio Spurs is where we were. Spurs get back underway tonight as they are looking to become 500, a 500 basketball team. How great would that be? And they got a good chance to do it. They take on the lowly Washington Wizards. If the Spurs are favored by 9.5 points, that should tell you something about the Washington Wizards. And it's not something good. Spurs probably shouldn't be favored over anybody by 9.5. But they are 4-2 at home, looking to go 5-2 in the Frostbank Center. And they'll have, I think, a good chance to get that job done tonight. Schedule's about to stiffen a little bit, though. After this one with the Wizards, it's Lakers, Mavericks, Thunder, home and home with the Jazz, Warriors, Lakers, Kings, and Suns. So a lot of good teams coming on the schedule, but got to make hay when you can. There's a chance for old San Antonio to make a little bit of hay. The NBA Playoff Cup, the Emirates Cup, I say Playoff Cup, the mid-season, in-season made-up tournament was going on last night. And the Hawks beat the Celtics. Who would have thought the Hawks would beat the Celtics? But they did. The Hawks are better than I thought they were. I was hoping the Hawks would be terrible so they could have all the ping-pong balls for the Spurs. Looks like that's not going to happen, though. They seem pretty decent. 117-116 win on the road in Boston. That's a pretty good deal. I mean, that's only the second home loss this season for Boston. Pistons get a 123-121 win over the Heat. And this happened because of a failure by Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra pulled a Chris Webber, called a timeout when they didn't have a timeout left in a tie game. And that's a technical foul, friends. So that meant free throws for Detroit, and that was the difference in the game. So Eric Spoelstra, widely regarded as one of the best coaches in the NBA. A little egg on his face last night. And the Magic took care of the Hornets 114-89. Knicks beat the Sixers 111-99. The Sixers looked abysmal. Joel Embiid, clearly not himself. He says he wants to play tonight. If he does, because it's a back-to-back, he was supposed to never play back-to-backs. I can't imagine they run him out there tonight. He played 26 minutes, 2 of 11 from the field. Eesh. 1 of 5 from 3, and only 3 rebounds for Embiid. Not a great night for the big man. Jalen Brunson left the game with an injury, so we'll see what his status is. But yeah, Joel Embiid can say he wants to play. I can't imagine they're going to run him out there tonight. The Bucks get a 99-85 win over the Raptors. Bucks move to 3-8 on the season. Congratulations, Bucks. You guys have got it all figured out. The Suns 120-112 winners in Utah. Warriors 120, Mavericks 117. Probably the game of the night. Yeah. The inevitable return of Klay Thompson to the Bay Area. And Klay, 6 of 12 from 3. That's a pretty good night for old Klay Thompson. 7 of 17 from the field. So he put in 22 in defeat. Steph. He was 14 of 27 from the field. 37 points, 9 assists. That'll get the job done as the Mavericks get that win. And in the late game, maybe the most shocking result of the day, and maybe the Timberwolves aren't as good as we thought they were. Trailblazers 122-108 winners over the T-Wolves. Timberwolves now 6-5 on the young season, so not quite the start that they would have hoped for in Minnesota. So again, Now, the way this Emirates Cup thing works, there now won't be any Cup games for a couple days. They don't do it all at once. So, like San Antonio tonight, it is not an Emirates Cup game. I don't know why they don't do it all at once, like have everybody play their games all at once, but they're smarter than I am.
And what's the deal with the basketball courts?
Oh, you got to have a fancy court when you play in the Emirates Cup. You can't just have your regular old court. What's wrong with you?
No, it's just I don't know. I can't keep an eye on the players sometimes. I'm distracted by the court.
Well, San Antonio will have one too, buddy. San Antonio they start their group play on Friday against the Lakers. Okay. So there you go. And so it's basically Tuesday, Friday for the next foreseeable future.
Yeah.
And then when we get to December 10th, that's when we get to the elimination rounds. Okay. Oh, yes. Yeah. And then
games that matter.
December 14th and 17th in Las Vegas, Nevada. Maybe I should put in to go cover them. I should go. Yeah. I'll just say, hey, chances are good the Spurs are going to be playing in the Emirates Cup final in Las Vegas. I better go up there and, make sure everything's okay.
Just tell the suits you're having a fridge delivered and you have to be home.
I'll just tell Rob at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm in Vegas today.
Yeah, I took a red eye,
I still can't believe Rob's not here. How crazy is that? I'm curious. Right? I'm curious what the suit says today. I'm even more curious what Rob's explanation is for not telling us until 3:30 in the morning.
And what if they show up at 10 or 11 anyway? So
that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
They gave him a window.
It's between 8 and 12.
2.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, oh
well, can't be there.
Coming at 8. They're not coming at 8. They're going to look at their route, and they're going to see the Thompson Estate
is the furthest.
And they're like, oh, no, we'll do that last. Yeah. It's going to be 2 o'clock. You know what we should do after the show, Vic? Let's drive out to his place and just say, hey, we wanted to check out the new fridge. And he'll be like, fridge isn't here yet.
Yeah, they had a flat tire.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know where the fridge is.
My wife didn't like it, so we had to send it back.
We'll show up with a Jell-O mold and say, I really need to refrigerate this Jell-O.
Time matters. Let's go. We got to do it.
Clock's ticking, Rob. You got a new fridge.
Did you plug it in yet?
All right. We gave away some Creed tickets. Now I've got more concert tickets to give away. Aaron Lewis and the State Liners.
Yeah.
They're going to be playing, and now Creed is playing November 15th. That's on Friday.
Right.
With Aaron Lewis, you got a little bit of time. They're Thursday, February 6th at the Majestic Theater. Aaron Lewis and the State Liners, the American as It Gets tour. American as It Gets. You know who's not American as it gets? Michael Strahan.
Yeah.
Ask Twitter. Wow. They'll tell you. Yeah. They want him deported. That is going to be February 6th at the Majestic Theater. Let's do caller number 3. I'll make it easy on Vic. Caller number 3. You're going to get to go see Aaron Lewis and the State Liners. And if you don't win, let's say you're caller number 2. That's unfortunate, but you can go to majesticempire.com and get your tickets there. Aaron Lewis, the still active lead singer of Stained. I thought that Stained broke up, but I was corrected last week that they are back together. They're making music, or they're at least singing their old songs. I doubt they're making new music. That'd be kind of a waste of time, probably. No one wants to hear new music anyway. Like from old bands. Is there anything worse than when you go to a concert and they're like let's say you go see, Eric Clapton, and he's like, now I'm going to play something off my new album. It's like, no.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Well, nobody's here to see that.
We're here to hear the greatest hits.
Leonard Skinner, now we're going to play something off our new album coming up.
No.
Like, no.
Nobody cares.
That's going to be bad. Let's play, Play Tuesday's Gone again.
Yeah, there you go.
Tuesday's gone with the wind. Train rolls on. I'm just seeing how many people I can piss off with my singing today. People on the YouTube and Twitter get so angry when I sing songs. Who cares? You can sing songs too in your car. Have fun. Just sing your songs. Do your little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. We are going to dig deep into, you know what, I guess we'll go ahead and do it now. No, maybe we don't have time to dig deep into it. I'll do that next segment, get into the college football playoff. I will take a look at Patrick Mahomes, and apparently now there is concern. I find this very difficult to believe, but there is concern about Patrick Mahomes because he is on his way to having the worst statistical season of his career. Okay, that's going to happen. You can't always be perfect, but there are fans who are worried that maybe Patrick Mahomes has fallen off as they are in the midst of a 10-0 season. Fans are worried about the future. We don't want the future of the Chiefs to go the way it looks like Patrick Mahomes is going. This makes me question everything I know about the world if Chiefs fans are like, ugh, Patrick Mahomes just isn't playing well enough. Yeah, they keep barely winning. That's what they've always done. But they said there were 2 plays in the game. Mahomes missed wide open receivers for touchdowns. Early in the fourth, Xavier Worthy had his man beat, and Mahomes just threw it out of bounds. Would have been a 51-yard touchdown. And then later on, Travis Kelce, wide open, the back of the end zone. Mahomes saw it, sailed the pass over his head. Would have given him a 2014 lead. Instead, they got a field goal. They were up 16-14, and that could have cost them the game. But it didn't. They blocked a field goal, and there you go. They instead get a big win. That's the thing about Patrick Mahomes, and that's why I don't worry about it. He misses Worthy every week. He's looking like Desmond Ridder out there. That's from a Chiefs fan. I think he's been off this year. He's been lousy this season. The defense is carrying him. Unbelievable that Patrick Mahomes now is not good enough for Kansas City Chiefs fans. It's just a damn shame, and it should make Dak Prescott feel a little bit better, because if Patrick Mahomes isn't good enough for Chiefs fans, then, it's normal that Cowboys fans are pissed at Dak, or even now at Cooper Rush. No one's perfect, not even Patrick Mahomes. And the other thing that's going on with the Chiefs, the Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, obviously everyone knows when they're not at home because, they got football games. Both their houses burglarized within hours of each other. Both mansions, Patrick Mahomes' mansion and Travis Kelce's mansion, got broken into this weekend over game day. Travis Kelce already had to move once. He had to move to a country estate that's way out in the middle of nowhere because when he has Taylor over, when Tay-Tay comes over, she doesn't want to be around the paparazzi. But somehow, we saw and if you watch the show Quarterback on Netflix, you saw Patrick Mahomes' house. He built it like his dream home. He's got like a par 3 golf hole and all that good stuff. Soccer field,
kind of like Rob's house. Right?
Very similar. Patrick Mahomes' estate is very similar to the Thompson estate.
I think Rob has one more tennis court than Patrick Mahomes. I think. Have you seen the back?
I think that they got rid of that tennis court when they put in
the
new chicken coop.
That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now you can only have one game of tennis at a time.
Yeah. Nah, we're not going to go.
What a joke. Give me a break, Rob. Congratulations to Joel Corona. Is it Joel or Joel?
Joel.
Joel Corona, the big winner. He's going to go see Aaron Lewis at the Majestic in February. All right, when we come back, we'll take a look at the college football playoff again. What games matter this weekend and who's on alert? It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. 1, 2, 3, Cowboys! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Monday night at 7:15. The Cowboys take center stage hosting the Houston Texans for Monday Night Football.
I like this kind of party!
Pregame starts after the Blitz at 6. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds and Ewald Kubota.
This is all cooking. How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. With Progressive Insurance, you can make sure your family is well taken care of with life insurance. Protect your phones, laptops, and more with electronic device insurance. And cover your furry friends with pet health insurance. Visit Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
Listen to this station anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Odyssey. That's AUDACY.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio, and since 1994, I've been representing people and families seriously injured by negligent drivers. Recently, we've all seen advertisements from attorneys here in San Antonio saying their firm does not get paid an attorney fee unless there's a recovery. And maybe you've heard, we don't get paid unless you get paid, or words to that effect. Well, that is what I've been doing for more than 30 years. I honestly did not know that there were attorneys in San Antonio that would represent an injured client and charge a fee if there was no recovery. You see, I practice law with basic principles, one of which is you never need an excuse to do the right thing. If you or a family member has been injured in a vehicle collision, including a commercial or business vehicle, an 18-wheeler, call me. The phone call and consultation is free. If you hire me, I will not get a fee unless there is a recovery. And this has been true for me and my firm for more than 30 years. My number, 210-900-0400, that's 210-900-0400, or check out my website, alawyerforus.com.
Awesome Tickets is your personal ticket broker. Big games, big concerts, big events. Need tickets? Stay local and call Awesome Tickets. Stop paying all those crazy fees on ticket apps. Awesome Tickets has your tickets for all the sports, concerts, any city, any event. Avoid the ticket app fees. Since 1994, Awesome Tickets is local and veteran owned. You deserve Awesome Tickets. Call 210-226-5136 or online at awesometix.com. That's awesometix.com.
It's time to huddle up and listen close. For 2024, we pay tribute to a true game changer in the world of snacks, the unrivaled, the unbeatable, the pork rind. Yes, it's crunch time, and we're not just talking about the last few nail-biting minutes of the game. We're talking about a snack so audaciously crunchy, it puts those pretentious chips and pretzels to shame. So here's to you, Southern Recipe Pork Rinds, for being more than just a crunch. Southern Recipe Pork Rinds. It's crunch time. Find your rind at H-E-B.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and senior vice president of men's sexual health at HIMSS. In my 12 years of practice as a reproductive urologist, I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS. It really wasn't easy before. You had to take time out of your day, come to a physical office, and see a specialist like me in person. Now, through HIMSS.com, you can get world-class sexual health care and a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. It starts with a free assessment from a medical provider licensed in your state who can determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. So don't wait. Join the hundreds of thousands of guys who've gotten help for their ED through HIMSS.
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
Progressive knows finding your new home was a dream come true. You wanted a walk-up with central air and a skylight, and you found it. Now, every Friday night, you get to fall asleep to the sound of your downstairs neighbors' dance parties. Progressive can't save you from your noisy neighbors, but we can save you money when you bundle your home and auto with us. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
If you're experiencing low energy, brain fog, or bloating, then your body might need a detox. Active Liver from New Nordic makes it easy to help your liver detox your body all year long without major changes to your diet or lifestyle. Active Liver is available in stores at CVS or online at Amazon.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We do have a new trouble spot in Schertz on 35 northbound at FM 1103. That wreck is in the right lane. And a stall I-10 eastbound La Cantera Parkway. Disabled vehicle right lane blocked as you slow from Herman Road. So about a 10-minute delay. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line so we can check it out. That number, 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs welcome the 2-7 Washington Wizards into the Frost Bank Center with a tip-off set for 7. In the NFL, Dak Prescott is undergoing season-ending surgery today in New York on his partially torn hamstring. In college football, the latest college football playoff rankings came out where Texas A&M dropped to 15th after the week off. I'm Vic Brown with 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I don't know if you were following what was going on in the state of Florida this week.
What is it?
The Dolphins ruined it. The Miami Dolphins ruined it by winning on Monday night. Over the weekend, all of Florida's NFL, FBS, and FCS football teams went a combined 0-11.
Oh,
man. The Miami Hurricanes were undefeated. They lost. Florida Gators lost by 1 million to Texas. Florida State lost by 1 million to Notre Dame. Central Florida lost. South Florida lost. Florida Atlantic lost. Bethune-Cookman lost. Florida A&M lost. Stetson lost. And then the frickin' Dolphins. Oh, the Jaguars lost.
Oh, yeah.
Tampa Bay Bucks lost. And then the Jags went and ruined it by the Dolphins went and ruined it by winning the game.
Wow. All those teams lost.
Very unfortunate. It was almost historic how pathetic it was. 0-11. Woof. And some of those, like I said, Miami was undefeated before. Right. But yeah, not a good weekend to be a Florida football fan, I wouldn't imagine. Not wise, guys. Not what you're hoping for when you start the week. But hey, I'm sure things will only get up from there. The other news in the world of the NFL, Dak Prescott, who did have his season-ending surgery, apparently it went about as well as possible. So that's a good thing, right? Yeah. I mean, the prognosis is he'll be back and strong in a 3-month recovery period. Obviously not going to play anymore this year, but they said that the surgery went as well as possible, and he should be back to 100% in time for next season.
For when Coach Prime takes over?
That's the big rumor, right?
Right?
Coach Prime.
I mentioned that earlier, and it just made sense at the time. I mean, you know how it is. You just kind of put things together real quick and see where he's at Colorado. Like, is he safe? Not safe there. What do you say? What do I want to say? Like, does he want to leave?
I don't. Well, mind you, I think the whole reason he took that job is so his son could be spotlighted.
Right.
Once his son is gone, does he want to keep coaching? I don't know.
It won't be the same, but still.
I think the question is he a good enough coach to coach in the NFL? I don't know. Colorado's up to 17th in the college football playoff rankings. They have won 6 of their last 7 games, and if I'm not mistaken, if they win out, they will control their destiny. They if they go 3-0 in the last 3 regular season games, they would play for the Big 12 title, and if they win that, they're in the college football playoff.
Yeah.
They'd presumably play BYU, and just what I'm seeing here, Colorado would be favored over BYU on a neutral. So Colorado with a legit shot to make the playoff. The question is, after they do all that, does Coach Prime feel the need to stick around?
Well, if the carrot's big enough.
If you're a Cowboys fan, you want Coach Prime?
We need a change. It'd be cool to
Well,
have
you're
him.
getting a change. Trust me, you're getting a change.
Yeah, that's my
But do you want a guy who's got no NFL head coaching experience?
But who else would be a candidate? Who else?
I don't know. Bill Belichick.
Okay.
The most successful head coach in the history of the NFL.
But has he talked about it?
No. But well, nobody wants to talk about that. They want to talk about Coach Prime.
Right.
That's way sexier. That's
yeah.
Mike Vrabel. He's a pretty good coach.
So there's about 2-3 coaches out there, at least.
And Alexandra says sons. He has 2 playing at Colorado. Well, he'll tell you he has 3 because
of
Travis Hunter. That's his
adopted son.
Yeah, that's his son.
Yeah.
He treats him like a son. Now, where you're wrong though, Alexandra, is Shiloh. Yeah, Prime he could take him or leave him.
Oh yeah. Go over there, Shiloh.
Shiloh's like he's the forgotten son. Like, he's on the team, but
it's all right.
That ain't why Coach Prime's there. Coach Prime's there to coach Shador.
Yeah,
he's there for one reason only. Jose says that's a crazy statement. He's a great coach, but staying at Colorado. Is he a great coach? How does anyone know? He's what,
10-11 or 11-10, something like that?
Yeah, he's got a first-round draft pick at quarterback. He's got a potential Heisman winner at wide receiver / running back.
Yeah.
And they're good. I don't know. I don't know how good they are. I think they're okay. But right now, in his time at Colorado, they've won 11 games and lost 10. I don't know that he's a great coach. And you can call me a hater if you want, but they went 1-8 in the Pac-12 last year. 1-8.
They barely won the one.
They exactly. They were 12th. Dead ass last. 12th out of 12.
Claymore said it right. Deion's not a yes man. And
that is true.
That's what Jerry wants.
That is true.
That's what McCarthy is. He's a yes man. Okay.
And and Jose's right. He turned around a losing team, and he did. But do you think that he's going to that success would continue once his son leaves, and Travis Hunter leaves? I don't know.
Depends on who's next. Who's going to replace him? Right?
Well, yeah, but you ain't finding guy. Not every first round pick is looking to come to Colorado. Well, I'll just tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Historically, that has not been anything. And you could say he recruited those kids last year. No, not really, because all the kids last year that he recruited, he kicked them to the curb this offseason.
Yeah.
Like, that's what he's done every year is he's been like, oh, you're not good enough. You're out. And then bring in new guys. And listen, it's working. I'm not hating. In fact, I give credit because I think right now Colorado's finally starting to get some of the love this year because everybody gave them all the love way too early last year and then looked stupid for doing it.
Yeah. Everyone was buying the glasses that he wears.
They all bought in early. They won one game, and they got put in the rankings after being they were garbage the year before. They won one game. Well, they're ranked. Coach Prime's got them going. They were never one of the 25 best teams in the country. Never. No, they were dreadful.
This is fun watching them play, though.
I think that the strength of Deion Sanders is his ability to recruit and be the face of a program.
Yeah.
That would do him no good with the Dallas Cowboys. I think that it's more likely he takes a bigger college football job. Florida State makes the most sense. That's where he played. They have one win right now. They are 1-9. After going undefeated last year, they are 1-9. Wouldn't shock me if they're looking for a new coach. Deion be a good fit, and he can bring a bunch of his good players with him. Hey, cool, do that. But yeah, I don't know if Deion's game would translate to the NFL.
Yeah,
because
we're just all caught up in the hype, and since he was a Cowboy before, and he's got his 3 sons going next year, right? They're going in.
Or
2 of them.
Well, Shador and Travis Hunter are going to the NFL,
right?
And once those guys are gone, I think we're going to see
the real Deion.
We'll see how good of a coach Deion is.
Yeah, because if he can make it without those 2, then maybe.
No, we'll see.
Once he's got a few championships under his belt, we'll see.
Yeah.
And
sure.
How long is that? 5 years? 3 years? 5 years?
He's not winning a title at Colorado. You can't win a national title at Colorado anymore. Times have changed. It's impossible. So even if I don't care if they get to the playoff this year, it's still impossible for them to win a national title at Colorado. Just no, there's 0.0% chance. But I'm not trying to be a hater. I wish the dude the best. Clearly he's turned some things around, but
not enough around.
Yeah. Jack says can't think of his name, but the OC for the Lions been talked about. That's Ben Johnson.
Yeah,
and he's good, man. He's good. It's gonna cost you though. It's gonna cost you, and I think where we're at now with the Cowboys, you're going to have to. Jerry is going to have to concede a little bit if he wants to get a real coach in here. And for Bill Belichick, it means I know Jerry thinks he's the best GM. Bill Belichick's done a pretty good job being a GM in this league too. And he's got more rings to show for it. You might have to take a step back and say, you know what? I'll sign the checks. I'm going to trust you, Bill Belichick. I don't know if he can do that though.
No. He always has to have his hand in the pot. He always has to.
Well, it's his pot.
Still,
I mean, I ain't gonna hate. If I had a big
wonder how much money that would be.
If I had a big ass pot like that, that's what I'd do.
Right? So what would be a salary? What would be something that what is
oh God.
Right?
I'll be honest.
Because it's all tied up with Dak and CD, isn't it?
Well, I mean
not all of it, but
so coaches don't count towards the cap.
Right.
So Dak and CD, their problem is it's on the cap.
Yeah.
But the problem for the Cowboys is, how much do you have to pay someone to come do that? Because it is not. It's arguably the toughest job in the NFL. You are going to be scrutinized. You are going to be put through the ringer.
It's all your fault.
And you aren't going to have a lot of say because your owner is going to be in the spotlight. So the Cowboys are in a weird position, but I don't believe that Coach Prime is a real candidate. I just don't. But I've been wrong before. All right, when we come back, we'll get into that college football playoff ranking and see who's too high, who's too low. I got to tell you about SA Card House. The last 2 days I haven't been able to play because Monday went to the Spurs game, Tuesday. I was home baking cookies, watching college hoops. I think today is the day. Today is the day I'm going to get back in there. I'm going to make it happen, and I'm going to go win me some money, man. And there's some good money to be made right now. They've got the Monte Carlo things going where anytime you play, you hit one of these high hands, you got a chance to make some real serious cash. Here's what I'm going to do. I told you guys I'm going to do this week. I'm going to do it I'm going to start it up now. There is a tournament at noon today and there's a $65 entry, and it's a $1,000 guaranteed prize pool. I'm going to go play in that tournament, and if you go there and you play in it as well, you knock me out of the tournament, you don't even have to win the tournament. They'll give you your money back. So if you knock me out of that tournament, your entry is paid for. So just another reason to go out and play, and then you're basically free rolling. You went up your share of $1,000 on the Nooner tournament. So get in there noon. I'll be there playing, and again, good opportunity. It is 281 in Bitters. It's the best card house in San Antonio. These guys know what they're doing, man. The food's great. The alcohol selection is fantastic. It's a great vibe, clean place. And if you don't like tournaments, you can play cash there as well. Just a good time all around. I've done a little bit of both, and you see me there a couple times a week, just to put it out there. But again, that Nooner tournament today, the Wednesday early bird tournament, I'm going to play in it. You knock me out, you'll get your $65 entry back. Check them out online, SA_cardhouse on the socials, or go to sacardhouse.com to see the details on when all their tournaments are. And I'll see you out there at the tables at noon today.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
You kind of feel like you were left out, man.
Alice is a great place to grow up.
I
wasn't left out. It just didn't.
Oh, bragger. I'm guessing you were a wide receiver in a wishbone offense. So your talents are well known in Alice, Texas.
Yes, they are.
You're on the team. You just go stand over there.
Exactly. Just pretend to block somebody.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
At the Institute for Functional Health, we are dedicated to helping you live life fully, playing with your kids, golfing, and feeling great without relying on pills. We're not about treating symptoms temporarily. We're about extending your health span, the years you live in good health. I'm Dr. Torres, and for over a decade, my team has transformed lives by tackling health issues at the root. Tired of medications without real answers? Take control of your health with us. Call 210-468-1891 for a free Discovery Day consultation, or visit iffhealth.com. Improve your health span today.
To understand what makes Diamonds Direct so different than other jewelry stores, you have to go back 60 years, when a diamond cutter became well known for his exceptional craftsmanship. His diamond cutting business flourished for decades. Then his sons got involved and started selling these exceptional diamonds to upscale jewelry stores here in America. After a few years, these wholesalers decided to change the game and started selling these precious diamonds direct to the public at the same prices they had sold to the jewelry stores. The no middleman concept became an instant success, and Diamonds Direct was born. Today, Diamonds Direct provides that extraordinary value to people all over America, leading the industry with the highest quality diamonds that still come straight from the best cutters, offered at the guaranteed best prices, period. Diamonds Direct, a truly revolutionary concept with a unique history, rooted in quality, committed to excellence, and always focused on value. Proud to call Alamo City home. Diamonds Direct, your love, our passion.
I'm at the movies, asking people if they'll switch seats with me for $574.
Here, take mine.
So what about $574 if you switch your home insurance to Allstate?
Too much work.
Not if you call them. They handle the switching.
Now, that's a plot twist.
Shh. Check Allstate first, and you could save hundreds on quality home insurance today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings.
There's never any FOMO with the iHeartRadio app. You won't ever have to miss out on your favorite shows and contests with this radio station again. Radio 24/7, 365. We're here when you want us. Stay connected and listen anywhere when you download the free iHeartRadio app.
This holiday season, Capital One reminds you to give yourself the gift of 1.5% cash back with the Capital One Quicksilver Card.
Can I earn 1.5% cash back on birds?
Birds?
What if you sent your true love 2 turtle doves plus a partridge in a pear tree?
Sure, but why would anyone want that?
The song was very convincing.
Earn 1.5% cash back on all your holiday purchases with the Capital One Quicksilver Card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Are you annoyingly inattentive? Do you watch a movie and then ask a zillion questions because you weren't paying attention? Do people ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. At Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale, get a king for the price of a queen and a free adjustable base with select Sealy beds, all with a low price guarantee. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Change is exciting, like moving into a new house or to a new city. Everything is new and different. Well, everything is also new and exciting with the all-new, reimagined Nissan Kicks. From the design and styling to the performance and tech features, Kicks has been totally reimagined from the inside out. This city-size crossover is ready to take on city life and have fun doing it. Head to nissanusa.com to see it today.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
No Rob today. He's busy.
Yeah.
Too busy to hang out with us. Say that much. You know, because he had really important appliances to be delivered. Yeah, very, 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 very important stuff, man. So it makes sense that he didn't have time for us. Totally makes sense, sort of. The college football playoff rankings, the second iteration came out yesterday, and noteworthy was that Georgia on the outside looking in. Now Georgia is 7-2. Georgia lost for, oh my God, turn around. What's that say on the screen right now? Oh, never mind. That's not what I thought it was. I thought it was, they just switched it. It said time to put a fork in the Aaron Rodgers era in New York.
Oh, no, it was Anthony Richardson.
Well, that's I know, but before it said Aaron Rodgers. I wanted to hear what Greeny said about it. How dare you? How dare you talk about my my adoptive brother, Aaron Rodgers? God.
Your favorite person.
Dude, I'm telling you, I love seeing Aaron Rodgers fail. It will not get old to me. I don't want him to ever retire for that reason. Oh yeah, just keep playing. I'm gonna keep kicking you when I'm down. When you're down. Time to put a fork in Mike McCarthy's Cowboy. Probably. Oh, yeah. I think that's a safe one.
Like 4 games ago.
Yeah, I think. And then it shows him throwing down that Surface pad.
There's the sunlight.
Oh.
No curtain. Curtains for McCarthy.
Womp womp. Georgia, who lost they lost in the regular season for the first time in 4 years to someone not named Alabama. And they find themselves at the bottom of that Alabama, Ole Miss, Georgia triumvirate. And they need help now to get in. They need to take Tennessee's spot. Tennessee, who is 7th in the standings right now, but they have played a little bit weaker schedule than some of the other teams. So when they play Georgia, which is going to be this weekend, that is going to be an eliminator game. I think the loser of that game is pretty much done for as far as the tournament goes. So that would put Tennessee to 7-2 or 8-2, and it would put Georgia at. It would keep them at 8. If you cannot lose. I don't care who you are. You cannot lose a third game and make the playoff this year. But I think if Tennessee loses too, they're done. So a Tennessee loss at Georgia, that is essentially a playoff game. And we saw one last week with Alabama and LSU. LSU lost. LSU's done. They are not going to make the playoff now. That is over. It's dead, done, over. And had Alabama lost, same thing. LSU would have been comfortably in. Alabama would be comfortably out. But that's the case we get this week. So, and rightfully so, Tennessee's only got the one loss, and they beat Alabama. They deserve their flowers for now. But now they got to go into Athens, Georgia, and get this win, and they got to do it against Carson Beck, who is desperately trying to save some of his NFL stock. Carson Beck, dude, this guy, he would have been a top 5, top 10 pick last year. Now I don't know what he is. in the NFL. I've got no idea what they think of him. I can't imagine it's anything good. BYU, think about this. BYU, the number 6 team in the country. If the playoffs started today, they would be the 3 seed.
Right.
They are a 3-point favorite at home against Kansas. Kansas is 3-6. That tells you how fraudulent BYU is. Yeah. BYU is not good. It's going to catch up to them eventually.
They're just lucky.
If it doesn't catch them in the Big 12 season, it will catch them in the playoffs. Yeah. They will get absolutely beheaded in the playoffs. And the thing that came out last night, I guess the bracket, it was I'll tell you who won the bracket is the University of Texas. And Texas, you can argue the same thing. Who have they played? Texas's best win this season is against Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Now, at the end of the season, they get to play Texas A&M, and that, for all intents and purposes, might be a playoff game. But Texas right now is sitting in a pretty good spot because the way, and again, this is going to change every week, but as the 2 seed, they would be on the side of the bracket with BYU. The 7-10 matchup that would feed into their game is Alabama and Indiana. Indiana, I love Indiana. I love watching them. I hope they keep winning. They're not that good. They're not one of the 12 best teams in the country, but they're winning games. I hope they beat Ohio State. That's all I'll say. And Alabama has shown some real vulnerability. And then if Texas got through that, they'd get to play BYU. Be almost a free trip to the national title game. I guess on the other side, Oregon's got the same thing because Miami's no good either. But that's where we're at. I don't know that there's any really good teams. I think Oregon is the closest to it, but I don't trust any of these teams. I don't think anyone's all that special. So for the first time in a long time, I feel like it's kind of a wide open field. With the exception of Boise, it feels like anybody could win this thing. And that's no knock on Boise. Boise's fun and they're good, but Boise's not going to beat 3 G5 or Power 5, Power 4 teams in a row. It's just they're just not going to. I guess 4 in a row they would have to. But yeah, it is a wide open field. And if Texas is number 2, I don't know if Texas is any good. I really don't. I've got no idea because they haven't played anybody. And until they do, I'm still going to just keep going. Well, I've got no idea. The one team that they played was Georgia, and they lost. So they'll get their chance to prove it against Texas A&M, and Texas A&M gets their chance to prove it against Texas late in the season. Texas A&M with, I don't want to say a bye week this week, but they play New Mexico State. If they somehow lose to New Mexico State, then just fold the football program. But crazier things have happened to Texas A&M. Make no mistake, crazier things have happened. But other games that will affect playoff positioning this week, Ohio State, they're a huge favorite against Northwestern. Texas, almost a 2-touchdown favorite against Arkansas. Colorado, I mentioned earlier, they've got to win to stay in the race for the Big 12. They play Utah. They're 12-point favorites. Clemson, I guess, technically is not out. They need some help. But Clemson is 7-2. They're at 7-2 Pitt. They're a 10-point favorite on the road. A team to look for if Boise were to slip up is Tulane. Tulane is 6-0 in the American, and they would if Boise lost, Tulane would likely be the next in line to take the throne, assuming they can beat Army, which would be the American Conference title game. Alabama has Mercer this weekend. It's basically a free square. Penn State has a free square. They're playing Purdue. Notre Dame has a free square. They're playing Virginia. SMU plays Boston College, and SMU is in line right now. If the season ended today, SMU would play Miami for the ACC title, and the ACC is a one-bid league. So, and Bill O'Brien's announced a quarterback change. Castellanos not going to start for Boston College this week. Said it's the right time to make a change as they sit at 5-4 trying to get to bowl eligibility. I think the only other game that might have, Oregon plays Wisconsin. Oregon a 14-point favorite in Wisconsin. Boise plays San Jose State. They're 13.5-point road favorites. And then, like I said, A&M minus 39. 39.
Wow.
Against New Mexico State. My guess is they take care of business there. All right. When we come back, we are going to hear some sound from Jarrah yesterday. Jarrett not only addresses what's going on with the team. Oh, actually, I guess when we come back, we'll also have Dr. Jason Garrett. We may be we're going to play it by ear on what order we're going to do these things in, but I've got some Jerry sound. I've got him talking about the advantage of the sunshine. It's a big advantage for us, he says, about that sunshine. And also talks about Micah's comments about Mike McCarthy. So we'll hear from him next. We'll hear from Dr. Garrett about the injuries, and yeah, we'll wrap up hour number 3 of the Morning Huddle right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We have cleared one of our trouble spots. That stall on the far northwest side of town on I-10 eastbound La Cantera Parkway. That disabled vehicle just cleared. Now we've got a new trouble spot in Schertz on 35 northbound FM 1103. This wreck just occurred. It's in the right lane. A little bit of stop and go from FM 482. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday afternoon at 6:30. The Aggies, coming off their second bye of the season, take on New Mexico State. Presented by Ewald Kubota and the Angry Elephant. Pre-game at 5:30 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career you'll love with flexibility, great pay and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces? Join their growing team. Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today. That's progressive.com/careers.
Hunting season's here, my friends. It's time to hit the lease and make sure everything's ready for that honker, the one that you've been waiting on for years. He's 4.5, and he's going to come wandering out. How are you going to get him back to the fire? How are you going to bring him back? Probably on your Ewald Kubota. I hope you got one. If you don't, it's time. If you're looking for the very best in RTV equipment, the Kubota RTV X, North America's #1 selling diesel utility vehicle, is on sale right now. APR 0. You don't get any better. That's 36 months. You can save up to $1,000. Go check out the very best RTV out there. If you're not driving orange, you're just not doing it right. And if you go get the RTV X, it's all the things that you can do to modify it that fit your exact needs. Maybe you need to haul a little bit more. Maybe you need more seating. Maybe you need a winch. Maybe you need the stuff to clear some ground, or maybe even tow something behind. You can do all of that with the RTV that's made with Kubota know-how and excellence. And then you add in the Ewald after the Kubota, you got the very best of both worlds. You got the best tractor, the best RTV, and you got the best sales force behind it. I'm talking about service, parts, and rental. The Ewald's been taking care of San Antonio and South Texas for a long, long time. If you're cleaning out your lease, if you're taking care of business there, they got what you're after. If you're breaking ground, you need some big equipment, but you don't want to buy, rent it. They'll come out and deliver exactly what you need by the day, by the week, by the month. They'll train you up. They'll get you ready to go, and they'll pick it up when it's done with no fuss, no muss, and you'll have the very best equipment out there. That's why you go to Ewald before you buy anything else. You owe it to yourself. Go to one of the many Ewald Kubotas. You know why? Because from the Gulf of Mexico to the hill country of Texas, for over 75 years, Ewald Kubota is your Kubota dealer.
Hey guys, Jason Minix here from The Blitz. You know your testosterone levels start to decline in your 30s. If you're feeling a loss of energy and drive, it could be low T. The answer is simple. Get checked at Synergenics Testosterone and Weight Loss. Don't put it off. Not all TRT is the same. At Synergenics, you'll get a personally optimized TRT treatment plan from providers who specialize in testosterone therapy. You can also be evaluated for treatment with GLP-1 weight loss medication. Book your appointment at synergenicshealth.com.
Real estate is out of control. Between guaranteed offer programs and new laws about agent commissions, it's gotten so confusing. Know what's not confusing? Paying someone a low flat fee to sell your house. And that's where Listing Spark comes in. Listing Spark is Texas' flat fee real estate company. Flat fee selling is sweeping the nation because it's faster and it keeps more money in your pocket. In fact, professional real estate investors have known about it for years. With Listing Spark, you don't have to pay hefty agent commissions, and you don't have to leave money on the table. If you have a house worth $400,000, you actually sell it for $400,000 without paying $24,000 in agent commissions. And get this, if you get started today with Listing Spark, you can list with a local brokerage for as low as $395. Contact Listing Spark today to find out how much your home is worth for free. See, it's simple. Call 800-MLS-LIST or go to listingspark.com. That's listingspark.com. Listing Spark. Thousands of Texan homeowners agree. Selling's better with a low flat fee.
The Gomez Law Firm is proud to be San Antonio's trusted personal injury law firm for the past 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us. Your firm has been fighting for the people of San Antonio since 1973. That's incredible.
There are not a lot of businesses that stick around for even 50 years, let alone personal injury law firms.
If you have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then turn to the law firm that will fight for you. Visit joegomezlaw.com.
And remember, Gomez Law Fights.
Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas, open to the public 7 days a week with a country club feel. It's football season, so book your tee times early at golfclubtexas.com and stick around and watch the games. Make Golf Club of Texas your football headquarters where you can watch every game. They'll even stay open until the end of every NFL game, including Thursday, Sunday, and Monday nights. Get into the Tin Cup Bar at the Golf Club of Texas, Highway 90 at Briggs Ranch Road. Golf Club of Texas, the friendliest golf course in Texas.
Jake from State Farm. I'm winning. I finally cleaned my house, so I'm breaking out my new tropical room spray.
Keep winning and create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It's like your own personal paradise.
Ooh, hey, grab me a coconut water.
Bundling, just another way to save with a personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Don't let pain hold you back from living your best life. I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. At Arasti, we're dedicated to providing fast, effective relief from pain. Whether you've been dealing with a chronic discomfort for years or have recently suffered an injury, our goal is to help you recover quickly. Our treatment is all natural, non-invasive, and covered by most insurance plans. With convenient locations nearby, relief is just a call away. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti, we fix pain fast.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
1, 2, 3, Cowboys! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Monday night at 7:15. The Cowboys take center stage hosting the Houston Texans for Monday Night Football.
I like this kind of party!
Pregame starts after the Blitz at 6. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds and Ewald Kubota.
This is all cooking.
How about them Cowboys? 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right. Let's go to the Buyer's Barricade guest line. Bring on Dr. Jason Garrett from Arasti. Good morning, Dr. Garrett.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
You say you guys. How
are you guys doing?
I'm doing okay. I think Rob, now this is the second time in 3 weeks that Rob hasn't been here for our conversation.
He's still cold?
No, he's very busy getting appliances delivered. And he didn't find out until 3:30 in the morning. So he didn't let us know that he had to get his fridge delivered at 8 a.m. until 3:30 this morning. Because a lot of the times Best Buy will call you. You know how it is. They call you at around 3 and say, hey, we'll be there at 8 a.m., so make sure you're available. But good of you to join us anyway, or join me anyway. A lot going on in the world of injuries. I want to start with Dak, as he had the surgery. They said it was a success. What's a success involved with that surgery, and what's how long until he's back doing football activities? I mean, obviously not going to play again this season, but is he going to be 100% come training camp next year?
Yeah, all really good questions. And so think back to his original ankle injury where he shattered his leg, dislocated it. That caused the calf pull. That caused the hamstring tear. So it's all kind of one continuation. So will he be back to 100% ever? No, definitely not. You can't rip a major muscle like that off the bone and have a fully healed. He'll probably get back to what he was before. I don't have any doubts about that. When they say a surgery is a success, that just means the surgeon did their job. They put everything back where it should be. They tested the strength of it by a little resistance. But there's no way to really tell until it fully heals. And I think from what I heard, maybe this wasn't public knowledge, that they also injected some stem cells into where they actually operated. So they're hoping that will speed up the healing process considerably, kind of like what Aaron Rodgers did to come back so quickly. So if he's going kind of the same route as Aaron Rodgers, where it's a much more accelerated recovery, instead of being 6 months to 9 months for that thing to feel really good, it could be 3 or 4. They might actually cut it in half, which would be great. So yeah, from the success standpoint, that's kind of where we're at.
DeMarvion Overshone, bursitis in his right knee. Explain what bursitis is and how's this going to affect him going forward.
So a bursa is usually a bursa sac. It's a fluid-filled, synovial-filled piece of your anatomy where tendons run over, and it acts kind of like a lubrication. So those wires, the tendons that act like wires, don't get too hot and too much friction, so it decreases friction. When you get a bursitis, there's too much friction there, and it overcomes the amount of kind of oil in there, and then it becomes irritated, becomes swollen, causes a lot of pain. Good news with a bursitis is you can play completely pain-free with an injection. Problem with the injection is it kind of shuts off the healing process. So you can do a Toradol or cortisone injection in there, shut it off, feel great, but then it causes potentially a little more irritation and damage. And usually when there's a bursitis, it's not the bursa that's the original problem. It's a movement dysfunction within the knee or the elbow or the shoulder. And so if they're not addressing that underlying cause, just by giving it an injection and allowing you to play, may it actually accelerate the underlying cause causing the irritation.
Tyreek Hill is playing through apparently a torn wrist ligament, and he said that it had been bothering him since the preseason and got aggravated when he got arrested back before week 1. When we talk about a torn wrist ligament, is that going to affect squeeze on the ball, or is it just a sort of a pain tolerance thing, a range of motion thing? What's that feel like for a wide receiver?
Usually it's a pain thing. It depends. There's so many ligaments in the wrist. Like if you actually looked at an anatomy chart, there's hundreds of small ligaments. You got 8 carpal bones. You got 5 hand bones. So there's a lot of things. 2 forearm bones that all insert into there, and they're all attached by ligaments. So to have one torn, it's probably one of the smaller ones, which means you're still pretty much functional, but you might have a little bit too much movement between those bones, which when those bones hit each other, they cause a lot of pain. It can cause grip issues. Usually, though, during a game, there's so much adrenaline, you're not going to have a grip issue. It's just dealing with pain. Over time, it typically scars back down and heals pretty well. It doesn't need surgery.
Let me ask you about Chet Holmgren. This is one of the more fascinating injuries of the week, I think. They're saying he's out 8 to 10 weeks with a right iliac wing fracture. As I guess that's it. Explain what part of the hip that is exactly, and how this can affect someone going forward, particularly someone who's a literal giant. And is this something I always worry when giant men get hurt in their lower body, a hip or a foot or something like that. It just feels like it could be something that lingers forever. Is that something? Is this something that could be like that?
These usually heal unless they're displaced pretty well. So if you look at like a skeleton, human anatomy, and the pelvis portion of it, so your ilium, which is the kind of the large wing-shaped portion of it, if you put your hand on the side of your hip and you feel that bone, it's not your hip bone, that's your ilium. And so if you have an ilium fraction or an iliac fracture, you probably, because you're 7'4" and super skinny and there's a lot of leverage landing hard on a wooden surface, that's pretty rare to break it. It's usually very traumatic, but when you're you're built like Chet Holmgren and super skinny, I guess it's more common to be laying on your side. Usually, like I said, it heals pretty well. A lot of muscular attachment there. It's where your glute medius and some other muscles attach. It's not like you've broken your femur and you've got to realign it, and there's a lot of muscular attachment that's got to be very carefully guarded. So once this heals in 6 to 10 weeks, it should be pretty functional. It's not like you have to rehab a lot around it. Just keep him mobile, keep him moving. Probably put some muscle on him in the next few years, hopefully.
Yeah, seriously. And then finally, Doc, Kevin Durant, who has been playing really well, has suffered a left calf strain. He's going to be reevaluated in 2 weeks. And if you are familiar with Kevin Durant's career, this isn't the first time he's had a calf strain. And the last time he did, it turned into a blown-out Achilles. Could this be like something that's going back to that injury and like a recurrence of that, or would these things be unrelated?
Usually they're not unrelated because they have the same cause, and it's just the way he moves, being basically a 7-footer that can move like a guard, and being super, super skinny with tiny little calves and big Achilles tendons. You're more likely to injure it just in general because of his size, but it's not likely to be the same injury or a result of the previous surgery. But when you have had a previous Achilles tear and you pull your calf, if you remember, his calf was pulled before that and he tried to play through it, and that's when he blew his Achilles. In the back of your mind, that's always there. So he's probably going to be a lot more conservative this time coming back. To be very, very careful.
There you have it. That is Dr. Jason Garrett from Arasti. Dr. Garrett, appreciate the time, and hopefully Rob and I will both talk to you next week.
All right, thanks. Have a good one.
There you go. All guests up here via the Buyers Barricade guest lines. Buyers Barricades provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond online at buyersbarricades.com. All right. Now I can get into some Jarrah sound. And Jarrah addressed yesterday on 105.3 The Fan up in Dallas. First thing he did was address the comments that Micah Parsons made about Mike McCarthy.
I'm not a good evaluator here for you. You say, well, do you personally have a problem? Do you think, and I'm smiling a little bit if we can this morning, do you think I've ever had anything interpreted in a way that I probably said it that way, that 99% of the people would interpret it, but it's a whoops, and I didn't mean it to sound that way. Well, you're talking to the wrong guy. I've had that happen a lot, as you well know. And so I know those kinds of things happen. I know that his deference, and I'm serious about this is a fact. It was not meant, no matter how it sounded, it was not meant as a critique of the coaches or the coach. It was meant as a concern for the veteran players, such as Zach Martin, that might not have that much more in their career left. And he is meant as a concern to them because they don't have the length of time to right the ship as much as a player like Micah or the younger players. That's how it was meant. There's no doubt in my mind it was meant that way.
Even though when the question was asked, no one said, do you feel worse for Zach Martin or Mike McCarthy? Like, they asked specifically about Mike McCarthy. But, of course, there's no doubt in Jerry's mind. It was more the answer to the question about Mike McCarthy was much more about Zach Martin than Mike McCarthy. No doubt in his mind. But he's not a good judge of that, exactly. They then asked him about Zeke Elliott, and we've known for a while that Zeke is a – well, yeah, we've known that, but we've known that Jerry loves Zeke. My guess is they've gone to Cabo together, and they've done they've had some fun together. And
I think Zeke's got a room in his yacht.
Yeah,
right?
they've got a good connection.
Yeah.
And they asked him about Zeke, and basically, is Zeke still – is he still a viable NFL running back?
We're not living in the past, dude. I think I'll answer your question this way. We're not living in the past with Zeke. We're doing present day with Zeke all the way. Now, we've had those backs. Certainly, you've had Rico, Zeke, but we've had our backs there. And what you would like to see is, as you go into the season, you want to see backs that when you have quantity, you want to see a back come to the front. You want to see them distinguish themselves. And, of course, there are many things that a back does in addition to carrying the ball. And it can be receiving. It can certainly be protecting the quarterback. But Rico is really excelling. We're really proud of what he's doing. Last couple of games, he's had outstanding games. That was unfortunate. That's Zeke's territory down there. And, boy, they just hit that ball. He'll be the first to tell you, you can't do that. And that sounds trite, but you can't do that. And so you're seeing Rico playing his arrows up. He's doing some good things. And, unfortunately, we got that fumble with Zeke.
I mean, I've never heard anyone try and spin what Zeke Elliott is this year, because there's no way to spin it.
Doesn't he have like 8 yards?
He sucks.
Something like that?
He is done. But they're not living in the
past.
Yeah, we're not living in the past. We're living in the right now.
Now.
Right now, baby. This is where
Right now, he fumbled the ball.
Yeah, and he'll tell you can't do that. But he did it.
But he did it, but he can't do that.
And finally, the big conversation of the week has been about the curtains. And people are really starting to get so pissed off when they realize that
it's so common sense on what to do, right?
Well, it really pisses people off when they find out there are curtains there. Like when they have concerts, there's curtains.
Right.
When WrestleMania's there's curtains. But when the football game's going on, Jerry likes to have that window open. Come on. And here's why: because this is something it works for them.
Of all of the things that we all need to improve, that is way down the list of improvement. All I can say is that stadium was built to feel like it's outdoors when you're indoors. And it was built to have sunlight coming in every way that you could put it out there as though it were open air, yet still being inside. It's the largest air-conditioned space in the world, the stadium. It has over 3 million cubic feet of air-conditioned space. My biggest thought when we were building it was don't have it not look like it's outdoors. Make it look like it's outdoors. And so all of the things that are a part of that out there is a concept as though you were sitting out there with no roof, no doors, no anything, and you're playing in the elements. Every venue has certain things that at certain ways and times in the contest can create an advantage. That really goes under the category of home field advantage. And so usually, and that's the case with us, that if there's a field, or in the case it's your home field, which it is of the Dallas Cowboys, it should be an advantage to the home team. So I don't want to adjust it for one reason, is because it is an advantage to us. Over the years, we've played 52 games that have anything to do with the time of year when that sun could be there, obviously eliminating night games and games where the sun is not, wouldn't be involved. But we've had 52 games. We've won the majority of it. But more important than anything, we know where, in basketball, we know where the dead spots are on the floor. That's our advantage. That should be our advantage. We get to play there more, and we get to have it as advantage. It has been an advantage for us to know where the sun is. I don't want to change that.
Well, there you go. That's this is the stubbornness. He ain't changing it, man.
No.
That's how he likes it. That's how it's gonna be.
It's his money. Oh well.
It's his house. His house. You ain't telling me what to do in my house, Bubba.
That's a lot of air-conditioned space.
It is.
Right? Imagine that bill.
The bill is too damn high. All right, let's give away a pair of tickets for the screening to go see Gladiator 2. Gladiator 2.
Let's see. It's Tuesday, November 19th at the Santikos Palladium IMAX.
That's pretty cool. Seeing it on IMAX, that sounds kind of badass. Mm-hmm. It's not even open nationwide until the 22nd. Right. So you're getting in early. You're getting an early screening of it. That is pretty cool. How do we want to give this away? I'm going to go with in the year 2000. So in the year 2000, I'm going to make it tough on you this time. In the year 2000, you're going to have to Google. Be ready to Google, boys. In the year 2000, Gladiator made $465.4 million worldwide. It was the second highest grossing film of the year 2000. I want to know what the first was. First person to call in 210-656-ESPN and tell Vic the name of that movie that grossed more in the year 2000 than Gladiator. You get to go see Gladiator 2 on the IMAX before the rest of the plebes get to see it. How fun will that be? All right, we'll be back. Hour number 4. Oh, we're already wrapping up a hump day on the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to sasportstar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an audience national contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at sasportstar.com.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance offers a great price and round-the-clock protection when bundling home and auto. It's one of those rare times where you could save money and get something great. Bundle today at Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
Oh no, my phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. This holiday, trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's over $1,800 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Over $1,800 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
I don't know what your plans are this weekend, but they better include something hot on the grill because Tri-County Meat Market's got specials waiting on you this week. Head over today, head over tomorrow, but head over to either one of those locations. Over on Huebner, out on Ralph Fair. Both of them going to be stacked full. You know, this weekend is worthy of something low and slow and hot and fast. I recommend you go get something that you can cook fast. Get a couple of big old steaks or maybe one of those stuffed chicken breasts, put it on the grill, or maybe do the hors d'oeuvres all the way through the meal. Get some stuffed jalapenos, get some of their fajitas, all the stuff that they've made for you that all you got to do is heat up a grill, charcoal, or gas. It all turns out fantastic. The specials are going to be going on all weekend long. Grab yourself a brisket, Wagyu or not. Let it go all weekend. Have it ready for a Sunday afternoon 3 o'clock game. That's what I'm going to do. You should do the same. And don't forget, walk out the door without that 30 or 5 for 30. You're not doing it right. 5 items, $30. I guarantee you there are 2 meals in this. This is meat, produce, all you need to cook. It's the best deal in San Antonio. Go find out at either location. They say it and I believe it. A great meal starts with great meat. Head over to Tri-County today. Grab some of that good stuff on a grill. Take a picture of it, by the way. Upload it at sasportstar.com. You can get $50 Thursday at 6 o'clock. That's when Joe and Jason judge your meat. That's Tri-County. Head over today. Thank me later.
If you're looking for something light and refreshing to drink, give Love Street Blonde from Karbach a try. One of the best beers you'll find in Texas, a Kolsch-style blonde hopped delicately with floral German hops. This beer has a clean malt profile you're going to love. Check them out wherever you get your Karbach beer.
Jason Minix here from the Blitz for Underdog Fantasy, the place to play if you're a sports fan looking to win money while watching sports. And I love playing the Pick'em game at Underdog Fantasy, where you can win up to 1,000 times your money just by choosing higher or lower on player stats. Think basketball, think football. You can mix, you can match across your other favorite sports and leagues and win money watching sports. And this season, Underdog will be running a special promo or bonus almost every single day, like Profit Boost. Pump up your winnings in just a tap when you apply the boost to eligible eligible entries. Discounts, you'll get adjusted projections on certain player stats to give you a better shot at the win. And they're basically a sure thing with their free picks. A player just has to get higher than 0.5 for that stat pick to win. All new users get a free pick. So download the app, sign up with promo code STAR, and deposit now to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. Promo code STAR. Must be 18 or over, present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Lowe's knows that to win the job, pros need the best prices. That's why only at Lowe's, MVP's Pro Rewards members can get a volume discount on eligible orders as low as $1,500 at the Pro Desk. That means you get the prices you need to start any job, small or large. Because Lowe's knows pros. Valid in-store only. More terms and restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms or Pro Desk for details.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduce stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
This holiday season, Straight Talk Wireless is letting you say yes a lot more with real unlimited data. Yes to sharing pics of the ugliest holiday sweaters. Yes to checking weather on the go for surprise sledding trips. And with a free phone at sign up, let the yes-tivities begin.
No way!
Yes way. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 1/5/25 while supplies last at participating stores. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store activation on select single-line plans. Limit of 2 phones per customer. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
The best mornings start with Wrangler. Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine is excited to announce a partnership that is revolutionizing access to care for orthopedic patients. The HURT app provides free 24/7 access to orthopedic expertise. HURT is the app to have before you need it. Don't wait for an injury to happen. Download HURT now for free, fast virtual access to orthopedic specialists. The HURT app is available online in the App Store and Google Play. Learn more about the HURT app and the OrthoNow Injury Clinic at TSAOG.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We have cleared one of our trouble spots. That stall on the far northwest side of town on I-10 eastbound Lacantera Parkway. That disabled vehicle just cleared. Now we've got a new trouble spot in Schertz on 35 northbound FM 1103. This wreck just occurred. It's in the right lane. A little bit of stop and go from FM 482. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NBA, the San Antonio Spurs welcome the 2-7 Washington Wizards into the Frost Bank Center with a tip-off set for 7. In the NFL, Dak Prescott is undergoing season-ending surgery today in New York on his partially torn hamstring. In college football, the latest college football playoff rankings came out where Texas A&M dropped to 15th after the week off. I'm Vic Brown with 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Congrats to Roberto Lafuente. Roberto. Was he the first person to call in?
The second.
What'd the first one guess?
It wasn't Mission Impossible 2. No. What did he say? I can't remember, but it wasn't that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Mission Impossible 2 was the correct answer. If you were a fast Googler, you would have known.
Yeah, I could tell that the guy just took a guess because he answered with a question.
Like Roberto. You think Roberto Googled it, or do you think he knew?
Now he Googled it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I say it.
All right, well, you told him to.
Yeah, Google, man.
That's the way it is now.
That's the way it should be. Yeah. Like when you're in school now, you get to do math tests with a calculator out. Like,
I know.
Yeah, why not do it? Of course you're going to do it. Hey, this hour we're going to give away some tickets to the UTSA North Texas game on Friday. Need you guys to get out there and pack the dome, as they say. Pack the dome. God bless Birds Up. Yep. Jeff Traylor's hoping that you guys will be out there in mass and supporting the squad. Unfortunately, I found out that Coach Traylor will not he was surprised joined us this Monday.
Right.
Will not join us next Monday because they're going to be on the practice field.
Yeah, they're going to be practicing at 9 a.m.
And practice is important. But that's the thing. Coach Traylor knew that they weren't going to be available at 9 a.m., so he let us know over a week in advance.
Wow.
Now, he could have at, 3:30 in the morning
called you and said,
texted me and said, hey,
I'll be at practice.
Hey, not going to be able to do the hit today. Got to be out there on the practice field. We're working real hard.
We're out here right now.
We're sorry. We're sorry about those results we've had so far. We ain't happy with it. We know you ain't happy with it. We're going to get better, though. God bless Birds Up. And he could have done that, but he didn't.
Nope.
He didn't, because he knows that that's just, it's nonsensical. Nonsensical, I say. Freaking Rob. I can't wait for this explanation. I cannot wait for this explanation. I forgot. I don't know. I don't know what it can be.
Well, his wife went back to work, right? I remember him saying that. So
yeah.
She won't be home.
Well, yeah, and Clay's doing something. He's got some sort of trial. But again, he knew that.
Yeah.
It's not a surprise. I mean, he knew that before 3:30 a.m.
Yeah, and I did think it was a joke too, just like you said. Yeah.
I really did. I thought he was kidding until I got
too. I was like,
got to the office and his car wasn't here, and I was like, oh, he's that's real. He's not gonna be here today. All right.
Oh well.
All right. All right. Where's my rundown sheet? Where were we?
Yeah, there it is.
Here we go. Oh, I had one more clip I wanted to play of Jera.
Oh yeah.
But I can't. Yeah, here's my my sheet. The last thing was about Cooper Rush and how he felt about how Cooper looked out there, which there's no way you could have watched with eyeballs and said, man, Cooper made me feel good in that game. It was
awful.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad.
But Jerry, he's like we said, he's a stubborn dude.
Well, because Cooper has shown that he has the capability to compete and win in games, and he does give us our best chance. Frankly, that was really an out-of-character game for him based on what we've seen and we know about Cooper. I'm not so sure. He had quite a neck strain on that very first play, that first fumble, where he went down and he didn't get the recovery, but he had quite a neck strain. I'm not at all making excuses at all, but he was not the Cooper Rush that we know and how he can play. His footwork was discombobulated. A lot of things went wrong for us out there. Now you say, well, it went wrong the last time he played Philadelphia, but bottom line is that I'm not cutting him. I guess I am. Saying that he can play better than that. He can play better than that.
Well,
those were all excuses.
He can definitely play better than that.
But
the question is, will he play better than that? Like, I'll be honest.
He has to now.
I think there's a world where my 12-year-old son could have played as well as Cooper Rush did on Sunday. So it's a small chance. He doesn't know the playbook, but there's a world where I think he could have been about that. Now,
it was just awful.
Could Cooper be worse? Probably not. That was about as bad as it gets. That might have been the worst.
That's Cooper's bottom of the barrel right there.
We've seen a lot of bad quarterbacking this season. That was some of the worst that we've seen all year long in the NFL. So, yeah, could it be better? Yeah, I think it'll be better. It should be. I don't expect a whole lot of points to be scored in this game. When you think about what the Cowboys' offense looked like with Cooper Rush and what the Texans' offensive line is going through, where basically they're the sisters of the poor, and it's just there's nothing good about that thing. Yeah, I think we're talking about a grimy, ugly, low scoring game.
Yeah.
Now, there's always the opportunity for turnovers. Now, if Cooper gives it to the other team a bunch of times, maybe some points get racked up. But yeah, I think the Cowboys' defense, this might be a get-right spot for them, for guys like Micah. Get some pile up some numbers, get some of those stats piled up, so you can go on your podcast, talk about how how great the pass rush was,
just for despite
losing by 10 points. Yeah. Big deal, right? No. Are you exasperated as a Cowboy fan?
Yeah.
You ready to give up?
No, I'm not ever ready to give up. I'm just waiting for something to happen.
Why don't you join the dark side and cheer for the Buffalo Bills with me? It'll be way more fun, man.
I almost went to the dark side and went with Pledge.
To the Texans?
To the Texans. Because my dad played, I guess, the Houston Texans lottery a few years ago.
Okay.
And when you lose, you send in a ticket to see if you can win a jersey or win prizes. He won four Houston Texans jerseys.
Really?
Yeah. Like just random times that he would went in or entered. I think one of them I remember was Joseph. I think it was 24.
Jonathan Joseph.
Yeah. And
dude, that was probably a time where the Texans were trying to get some market share. So every ticket that they sent out, they were sending out a jersey with.
Hence the 4 jerseys, right?
Yeah.
Now, and my dad was all about Texans. He always liked the Houston Oilers, but I always told him no, they went to Tennessee, and he goes, well, it's Houston, All right, well, I don't know. This year, I always stick by with the Cowboys. I'm always be a loyal fan, but I'm not above to. I'm not going to wear a jersey right now and take the ridicule in the line at HEB or Best Buy. I just don't have time for that.
You know what you need to do is just get a Mahomes jersey to wear out in public.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's gotta feel good.
Yeah, and have a hat that says bandwagon.
Yeah, I bet it feels awesome, man. I bet it.
This
does
is what
good.
It feels like to be undefeated. Wow, a winning team finally.
Yeah, somebody. I was at SA Card House a couple weeks ago. I always wear my Bills hat after a Monday win. When they get a win on Monday, I wear my Bills hat.
Yeah,
I was wearing my Bills hat and my. I've got a Josh Allen shirt that is like a.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's a terrible shirt. It's a kid drew it, and it's like a buffalo, and it's got like a stick figure of Josh Allen wearing number 17 on it, and it's like the big. Big head, and it's the stupidest shirt, but I like it. It makes me laugh. And the guy's like, "Oh, must new Bills fan, I see." And I was bro, come on.
You don't know who you're talking to.
Come on, Bubba. I've seen some sad days. Let me have like a little moment in the sun. It's not even a real moment in the sun because it's not like they're winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But my team doesn't suck for it's been 3 or 4 years they haven't sucked for the first time in like 30.
I was gonna say, it's been a minute.
Like let me keep a smile on my face. Don't call me a bandwagon fan. I don't need that. Last thing I need. All right. When we come back, we'll take a look at what's going on in the world of not sports. But when we come back, I'll also give away those UTSA tickets against North Texas. Owen, he's been playing real well. He's slinging it out there, man. I'm real happy with what I've seen from him, and I think we got a good opportunity. North Texas is a real good football team, and we're gonna have our hands full. But we need you guys to get out there, pack the dome. AJ gives away some tickets. I need y'all to try and win them. Try and win those tickets. Get out there, support the squad. God bless, birds up.
Yeah.
We'll do that on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We still have that stalled 18-wheeler and shirts on 35 northbound at FM 1103. It's off of Main Lane, now off to the right shoulder. 35 southbound FM 1518 to Thousand Oaks. That's still rolling stop and go. Also stop and go along I-10 eastbound Fresno on over to 35. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line. We'll check it out. That number, 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
What's on? 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the NFL. Monday night, Thursday night, and Sunday night football. Presented locally by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. With Progressive Insurance, you can make sure your family is well taken care of with life insurance. Protect your phones, laptops, and more with electronic device insurance. And cover your furry friends with pet health insurance. Visit Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
This Friday night in the Alamo Dome, your UTSA Roadrunners take on rival North Texas. It's the UTSA Salute to Armed Forces and Veterans presented by USAA. Get your tickets now, and you can donate to the Tickets for Troops program to help deserving service members and veterans attend the game. It's UTSA versus North Texas this Friday night at 7 in the Alamo Dome. Visit GoUTSA.com to secure your seats now. UTSA football. It's more than a game. It's an experience.
I hope you woke up this morning, stepped into a Kinetico water softened shower, and attacked the day. That's what I did. I've had a Kinetico for some time now, and people keep asking me, why would I want to change water softeners? Well, I'll tell you why. Kinetico is designed and built in the United States. It is the most efficient water softener in the business. You don't plug it in. There's nothing to break, and the warranty is as good as anything you're going to find. Is that enough? I'll tell you what, how about even more? Our water coming out of our aquifer and our wells, it makes some good sweet tea and some fine beer, but how about the stuff that gets stuck in your pipes? You don't see it till you call a plumber, and then when you see it, it's well too late. Get you a Kinetico. You're not going to have to worry about that. And right now, if you'll call them, you'll get 90 days without any kind of questions at all. They want to prove to you that Kinetico's the one. Dial 656-PURE. They'll come out immediately for all the details. Go to KineticoSA.com. Get yourself a Kinetico and thank me later.
What's with the outfit, Nigel?
This is my hunting attire, complete with my bright red jacket, hunting horn.
Whoa, Nigel. Hunting is a little different here in Texas.
And like hunting, plumbing, heating, and air conditioner repairs are all about skill and having the right equipment.
And all our quarter moon technicians with a fleet of fully stocked trucks know what to do when plumbing, heat, and AC issues pop up out of nowhere. Where'd you go?
I can't get my horse down from the deer blind.
Quarter Moon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 651-5899.
License number TNCLA 141074E and 16004.
Divorce is tough, but you have a choice. Do you want control of the process, or are you willing to let your spouse dictate the terms? If you're serious about safeguarding your assets during a divorce, then Barton & Associates is your law firm. As the owner of Barton & Associates, I will ensure my attorneys act swiftly and decisively to protect what's rightfully yours. Be in control of your divorce. Visit TexasDivorce.com or call 210-500-0000. That's 210-5-million.
Principal Office, San Antonio.
If you're a bacon lover, boy, do I have good news for you. Hi, this is Mike Kilbasa, and we've just made our legendary dry-cured bacon available at H-E-B. This is bacon made the way it was made in the old days, with no water, no chemicals, just 4 simple ingredients and real hickory smoke. The result? A slow-crafted bacon with a bold flavor our fans know and love, now in a new package. Life is too short for watered-down bacon, so if you don't see Kielbasa dry-cured bacon at your H-E-B, ask the store manager or visit Kielbasa.com to find it at a store near you.
I'm at the movies, asking people if they'll switch seats with me for $574.
Here, take mine.
So what about $574 if you switch your home insurance to Allstate?
Too much work.
Not if you call them. They handle the switching.
Now, that's a plot twist.
Shh. Check Allstate first, and you could save hundreds on quality home insurance today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Based on the national average annual savings for new home insurance customers surveyed in 2023 who switched to Allstate and reported savings. Savings vary.
Ready to kick off your holiday shopping early? Ulta Beauty's early Black Friday event is here with up to 40% off the best gifts for everyone on your list, even you. Snag $15 cleansers from brands like Tula and Philosophy, plus $10 minis from brands like MAC and Urban Decay that deliver big joy in little packages. And don't miss 40% off select YSL and Armani fragrances. Get all the best gifts all at Ulta Beauty. Head in store today.
Progressive knows finding your new home was a dream come true. You wanted it close to town, with a picture window overlooking a yard. And you found it. Now, when you sit down to dinner, you've got front row seats too. Your neighbor's daily pickleball game. Progressive can't save you from your noisy neighbors, but we can save you money when you bundle your home and auto with us. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Build up to Black Friday with savings all month long at Lowe's. Get up to 50% off select major appliances, plus take an additional 10% off when you buy select major appliances. And don't wait to pick up holiday inflatables under $20. Don't wait to save, in-store or online now, because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 11/6 through 12/4. Cannot be combined with additional discounts. See Lowe's.com for details and qualifying items while supplies last.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday afternoon at 6:30. The Aggies, coming off their second bye of the season, take on New Mexico State. Presented by Ewald Kubota and the Angry Elephant. Pre-game at 5:30 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
It's showtime!
Raiders!
The Raiders. Yeah, Matt wants you to switch over.
Yeah.
And it's culturally a fit for you.
Yeah. I have a lot of friends that are Raiders fans. The Raiders.
Los Raiders. Yeah, you could get a luchador mask.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be badass, eh? Black and silver, luchador mask.
I want those
the spiky shoulder pads. Yeah. Do that with a luchador mask.
Man.
That'd be pretty dope.
I'd be the envy of the row.
Yep. UTSA takes on North Texas this Friday at the Alamo Dome. Need you guys to get out there. Need you out there. UTSA trying to get bowl eligible. Yep. They're 2 wins away. They get Temple, so that's like almost a free win. But then their other 2 games, North Texas and Army. And Army's going to be playing for everything. So they need this one, baby. Get out, pack the dome. Let's give it away on the Brigade Bar. What do you think?
All right.
We should do that, huh?
Yeah.
How should we do it? Let's
see.
I guess let's throw back to something earlier in the show, huh?
How about you?
How about this? I sang about 4 different songs from the same band earlier in the show.
There we go.
First person to name the band of the songs I was singing, you're going to go see UTSA in North Texas. But only do it if you can go. I want someone who's going to go to this game because I want birds up out there, baby. I want UTSA beat those sorry bastards from Dallas area, Denton.
Yeah.
So only if you're going to be out there and loud. Be out there loud and wild. So I need you guys at the UTSA game. S-Money.
S-Money?
S-Money. S-Money, baby. Can you take me higher? Golden Streets, not Golden Streams, just so you know. Golden Streets.
I still can't believe that.
I can't believe it either. I've been singing that wrong all these years.
All of us do that,
To
though.
a place with golden streams.
Unless you had the cassette that folded out with the lyrics to really check. I mean, we didn't.
But in hindsight, why would it be golden streams? That would be talking about pee in the middle of a song that has nothing else to do with pee.
it, yeah.
Yeah,
all right, S-Money, call in.
So, S-Money, make sure you got to call in 210-656-ESPN, and you'll get you hooked up with those tickets. God bless birds up. Let's see. The world of not sports. What's going on? Because you know us, we talk a lot of sports on this show. A lot of sports on this show. A a board member at Penn State. This is an awkward situation. It's Penn State York, which I guess is like Texas A&M Commerce or Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Penn State York has responded to a video which shows an advisory board member using racial slurs during a dispute. He gets into a road rage incident, commits assault, and then starts yelling the N-word out in public. In the video, he's heard using the N-word multiple times during an argument and says, I am a racist. This is going to be hard for him to shake, I think. It says this hateful language has no place in our community, is not representative of our university's values or our desire to foster an inclusive environment. The appropriate offices at Penn State have been notified. We're looking into this matter with urgency. He was the commencement speaker for the graduating class of 2014. He endowed a scholarship to the school named the Spanos Family Trustee Scholarship in honor of his family members who graduated from Penn State. Was also mentioned on the website as the current owner of the popular seafood restaurant, The Paddock on Market, located in eastern York County. But I'm guessing now that he's on video admitting that he's a racist and throwing out the N-word multiple times. All business is about to go downhill for that. Andrew says, I also sang a few share. Any bonus tickets for that? That would have had to be an acceptable answer, but unfortunately, S Money beat you to it anyway. So I can't. I only have one pair of tickets, quite honestly. This is not the smartest move. A man was rescued in Arkansas. Now, you may say people in Arkansas are really smart. Who would do this? I can't imagine that someone in Arkansas would do this. A fellow was scheduled to go on trial in January on a charge of rape involving a juvenile. And he decided the best thing to do was to, rather than just, go to trial and face the music for being a pedo, an Arkansas pedo, he decided to light himself on fire and jump off a cliff. Now, if that's your way of committing suicide, that's fine. But once you start yelling "help, help" after you hit the bottom and you're a man on fire who just jumped off a cliff, first responders come, and they came and saved him. They were called to the scene for a high-angle rescue and extradition by water. He ran along the base of the cliffs until he reached the man, 31-year-old Daniel Selby. He was conscious and alert, despite having been there for 3 hours. He had a visibly broken leg, various impact injuries, and second and third degree burns over much of his upper body. He said that he lit himself on fire with lighter fluid prior to jumping off the cliff. He was now taken to a local hospital. He's charged in a March 2023 rape involving a juvenile. His jury trial was set to begin on January 13th, but it will likely be delayed while he recovers. Maybe the bright side of this is if he's burnt up real bad, he'll be unattractive to his fellow inmates.
There you go.
And maybe they will not want to.
Then again, those people don't care.
Yeah,
but still, that has something to do with it.
Maybe it's really gross though. Maybe he's got like pus. Like
yeah.
Like if you're a constant like leaking, that'd be kind of gross.
Like the guy with his face put together, like you mentioned in the movie.
Hannibal.
Hannibal. There you go. Yeah.
Pigs ate my face. Ah. Doesn't feel so good to be in your shoes now, does it, Hannibal Lecter?
That's pretty close. That's good. That's close.
I'll pay anything to see him suffer.
Yeah.
What a movie. What a film, I mean. I like to say, give it the proper respect. What a film. That's how you know it's very, very important.
The respect of your hand over your heart.
Yes. When you call it a movie, you should basically be deported. There is a terrible news. Terrible news. The Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons debacle says, Paul Stanley says that we need to accept the outcome that they are no longer together, and also the outcome that the election is over, and says your candidate lost, time to learn from it, accept it, and move on. Gene Simmons, however, has not been on the same boat as Paul Stanley. But Paul Stanley says the enemy is not our fellow Americans. It's anyone who seeks to divide us. Says the guy whose band broke up like 4 times.
I know.
You've divided yourself, Paul Stanley. What about Ace Frehley and Peter Criss?
No.
How do you think they feel?
Peter Criss. That was a weird time, man. I was young when all that happened.
Never understood Kiss. I never understood it, and
and Guar.
I know a dude I went to high school with who was like Kiss Army. Still Kiss Army. Like has a Kiss tattoo, is big time into Kiss, and I've never
seen a Kiss movie either.
I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't understand why their music sucks. It's I don't know. Finally, Snoop Dogg. I'll be honest, I have Snoop fatigue at this point. Snoop is everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere.
He's in commercials. He's in every special.
He's in every commercial. He's on every TV show.
You'll see him on Sunday on an NFL game somewhere,
he's
right?
Selling fire pits. I mean, I don't know what he's not selling. But an up-and-coming rapper named Dave Blunts has he performed his song "The Cup" in front of a sold-out crowd in L.A. And instead of it being a great day, it hurt his feelings because the Blunts is Dave Blunt is a great big fat person. Are you a great big fat person? And Snoop called him out on it. Snoop said that he was basically trolling him about his weight. He said he was sitting on a chair performing, and it's gotten a lot of attention, but usually, you're excited. He said, Snoop's talking about he saw me perform. Snoop's talking. He says, well, put down the chicken wings and Tata chips, nephew, and that chair gonna break soon. Get to the end of the cup.
No way.
Yeah. Several comments on the post kept the same mean-spirited shaming dynamic towards Blunt and his size. Many were disappointed that Snoop facilitated the mean energy. Said, that ain't cool, Unc. Help him out rather than clowning. Did a little deep dive on his account, and he's a super chill guy. Definitely does not deserve to be made fun of. Snoop will end up collabing with him for sure. He's a good dude. We watching this man sing about ending himself. Somebody encourage this man to get a therapist and a trainer. He's very talented. We're tired of losing talented people too early. I want to see more black men get old, bruh. And again, this dude is massive. But Snoop now has had to come out and apologize. Said someone accused him of low-key bullying. He said, I like Dave Blunt. He's actually making fun music. Can't hate on the music, so they hate on his looks. Wonder how much more great art we would have if people didn't feel the need to bully every single person that's trying. And so now Snoop has had to come out because he bullied a big fat person on the internet. And
basically said the truth. Though.
And he said he said I keep all the receipts. And he said my favorite things to rap about my friends and women. Anytime I play my music for anybody, I'm like, hey man, I just want to let you know I'll be saying some crazy bleep. I don't know what's wrong with me, and I'm sorry. So
he was high. Clearly, he's high all the time.
I was gonna clean my room.
But then he got high.
I was gonna make this fat dude feel better, but then I got high. La da 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 da. All right, when we come back, we'll take a look. Oh, Sammy Clamp.
Yeah. Sammy Clamp is the winner.
You better be out there, birds up, Sammy. Yeah. Birds up, baby. God bless, birds up. on Friday. And if you didn't win tickets, you can go to goutsa.com and get some tickets. Make sure we got to pack the dome, as they say. All right, we'll do the daily lines when we come back. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I'm on the outside. Listen all this week to AJ and Rob to win tickets to see Aaron Lewis and the Stateliners in their American As It Gets tour. Coming to the Majestic Theater February 6th from 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Get Black Friday savings all month long at Ancira Nissan on IH-10 West. Lease this 2025 Nissan Sentra SV for just $186 per month for 18 months. Lease this 2025 Kicks SV for just $258 per month for 18 months. Come in today or check us out at AnciraNissanSA.com. Ancira Nissan, I-10 West between Wurzbach and Heidner.
How you feeling today? I hope there is nothing that is paining you and keeping you out of life. But most people, we deal with a little bit of pain. That you can put aside and go back in, that's one thing. But if you've got pain that is keeping you out of the things you want to do, I want you to call Arasti today. Because not only can they get you out of pain fast, they accept most insurances, but they're going to do it in a way that you might not be accustomed to. It's not about pills or medications to dull the pain, not about surgery to prolong the problem. I'm talking about your body fixing itself. It has worked remarkably well for me. Whether you're dealing with lower back issues, sprains or strains, soft tissue injuries, frozen shoulders, backs, tension, headaches, and everything in between, let Arasti get it fixed. And they do it fast. They're all around San Antonio, new providers all the time. Find them at Arasti.com. I bet there's a provider less than 10 minutes where you are right now. Call them at 1-800-404-6050. Go to their website to get your appointment, but go and thank me later.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduce stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Here in Texas, we know that trust is earned and reputation matters. Since 1993, Thomas J. Henry dedicated himself to building a firm that injured clients can trust and that Texans can respect. A firm where no defendant is too big and no case is too small. Backed by a track record of success and a commitment to our clients, Thomas J. Henry remains the name you can depend on if you have been injured. Trust the firm that stands for you. Trust Thomas J. Henry. San Antonio, Texas.
Progressive knows finding your new home was a dream come true. You wanted a walk-up with central air and a skylight, and you found it. Now, every Friday night, you get to fall asleep to the sound of your downstairs neighbors' dance parties. Progressive can't save you from your noisy neighbors, but we can save you money when you bundle your home and auto with us. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Shop early, save big, all month long during Black Friday build-up at Lowe's. Right now, get select pre-lit artificial Christmas trees starting at just $59.98. Don't wait to save. Shop these deals today, in-store or online, because Lowe's knows deals. Discount taken at time of purchase while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Hi, Jason Minix here from The Blitz. Guys, do you think about weight loss and muscle tone? Don't let it be a distant memory. Get back to your best self. At Synergenics Testosterone Weight Loss, you get a personalized TRT plan that's more advanced than basic standard therapy with other providers. The professionals at Synergenics are known for TRT treatment. They're also experts with GLP-1 weight loss, where you can be evaluated for prescription weight loss medications. Do it now, don't wait. Book your appointment at synergenicshealth.com.
You go into your shower feeling, but as soon as you reach for the Irish Spring, your day immediately gets better. That crisp, fresh, unmistakable Irish Spring scent zings your brain and awakens your senses. So when you finally emerge from the shower, 37 minutes later, because you pay the water bill so you can stay in there as long as you want, you're ready to take on the day and smell great doing it. Irish Spring Body Wash and Bar Soap. Fresh, green, Irish. Shop now at Walmart.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Monday night at 7:15. The Cowboys take center stage hosting the Houston Texans for Monday Night Football.
I like this kind of party!
Pregame starts after the Blitz at 6. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds and Ewald Kubota.
This is all cooking. How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, this is Greeny. We'll tackle the NFL and dive into the NBA today at 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Andrew says, settle debate with my friend. Was that Gary Oldman? It was. Mason Verger. Yes, I also played Sid Vicious. You may know me from my role as Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah.
I was Count Dracula once. He was Count Dracula. I think that was in Bram Stoker's Dracula. He was Count Dracula. What else was he famous for? He was Winston Churchill in a movie. He was also Commissioner Gordon in the Batman movies.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And I wonder if you know this. This is a Star Wars trivia question.
Uh-oh.
He played a Star Wars character in one of the Sith movies. You know who he was?
Wait a minute. In which one? Revenge of the Sith?
I think that's what it was.
No. Oh, no way.
Did you look it up?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
See, I know something about Star Wars you didn't know. What movie? Do I have the right name of the movie?
It's Revenge of the Sith. Yeah.
But he's General Grievous,
yeah,
right?
The voice of General Grievous.
That's right. Ha!
Yeah.
And I've never seen the Harry Potter movies, but I know he's in Harry Potter. I don't know what his character is in that movie. I think he's in all those movies, maybe, but I don't.
Yeah,
know.
it shows he's in several Harry Potter movies.
But I've never seen a Harry Potter movie, so I don't know. But I know he's in those movies too. He's very, very. You become very, very famous. Very famous. Commissioner Gordon, you've been very, very famous. All right, let's. He was Truman in Oppenheimer too. So
that's right.
Yeah, Oppenheimer's a good movie, man.
Oh, I love that.
A good movie.
Good
All right.
stuff.
Andrew says, is Daily Line something they always did on the show, or something you brought when you came on? It's new to the show. I came with me.
Yep.
So let's jump into it though. Let's take a look at those daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Daily Lines brought to you by SA Card House, San Antonio's premier card house, located at 281 in Bitters. And like I said, I'll play in the noon tournament there today. Matthew called it right. I'm like Andre the Giant. You throw me out of the ring, you make money. If you knock me out, you show up, play that tournament with me today, you knock me out of the tournament, they're going to refund your entry. So you'll be free rolling, playing for absolutely nothing. So you go sit down, $65 entry with a chance to win over $1,000 in prizes. And I say in prizes. When I say prizes, I mean in cash. I mean, that's the prize pool.
That's prize.
It's not like they're going to give you a crock pot.
That'd be fun.
The price is right. It's not the Price is Right. It's all money. But if you knock me out of the tournament, you'll get your cash back, $65, and then you'll still be in the tournament. You still have a chance to win all the thousands. But yeah, get to play for free. So come on out, SA Card House, 281 and Bitters. All right, college hoops. Like I said, not as sexy as last night. Last night we had a couple of the big matchups with Duke, Kentucky, and Kansas and Michigan State, which, by the way, both went about exactly as I expected them to go, which is that's always fun. But a lot of top 25 teams in action. St. John's, they are 27.5-point favorites hosting Wagner. UConn, 37.5-point favorites over the Lemoyne Dolphins. The Lemoyne Dolphins. Yeah, I hope they lose by 50.
I know.
I hope they lose every game going forward. Tennessee, a 25.5-point favorite over Montana. I actually like Tennessee to put in some business tonight. I think they're playing a lot faster than they've played in the past. Veteran point guard, they should wreck this Montana team. Auburn, minus 22.5 against Kent State. I believe Auburn is one of the best teams in the country, one of like the 2 or 3 best teams in the country, and when they are at home, they are almost unstoppable. Kent State's not bad, but I think they're just walking into a buzzsaw here. Too many seniors. I think this is going to be a bloodletting. Speaking of some of the best teams in the country, Houston, 30.5-point favorites hosting Louisiana. I don't know if Louisiana's going to score 31 points, so that might make it tough to cover the number. Arkansas laying 12.5, hosting Troy. Troy, a decent squad. That should be a pretty, maybe the best game of these that we're talking about. And Creighton laying 36.5 against Houston Christian. That will probably go right around the way the bookmakers think it will go. Should be a one-sided affair. There are some college football games tonight. Oh, yes. We don't just have Tuesday action. We've got Wednesday action, too. Kent State takes on Miami of Ohio. Miami of Ohio is a 31-point favorite in this game. I don't want to lay 31 points, but I'll say this. Kent State is about as pathetic as can be. They're on their 4th-string quarterback. They don't have any receivers. I don't think they're going to score any points. I'll play the under. Under 47 is the total. I don't know where the points come from. I don't know if Kent State will score any points. If they score 7 points, it will be a shock. So I recommend an under on that one. Akron's at Northern Illinois. Akron plus 14.5 on the road. I think Akron's better than their record says they are, so I'd probably lean to the Zips there. And then Eastern Michigan's at Ohio, and I have no feel for that other than Eastern Michigan kind of sucks, and Ohio's pretty decent. So it's a stay away for me on that one. But 3 college football games tonight to quell your appetite until we get the big stuff on Saturday. NBA, pretty full slate tonight. Pacers are at the Magic. And I've been saying, I don't really want to back the Magic without Banchero. And now the Magic are on a back-to-back after they took care of business last night. But they're playing the Pacers. Orlando's a 1-point favorite against Indiana in Orlando. And Indiana's running out of bodies. Aaron Nesmith, out. Nimhard, out. I think the Magic should get the job done here. Oklahoma City, a 14.5-point favorite over New Orleans. Both teams missing key pieces. OKC without Chet Holmgren, New Orleans without Zion. 14.5 feels like a pretty big number, but, OKC's pretty good. Boston on the second half of a back-to-back. Lost last night. Now they're at Brooklyn. Boston minus 8.5 on the road. Cleveland, a 9-point road favorite against the 76ers. Total of 218.5. I would probably just look at the under in this game. 218.5 is a big number, knowing that Joel Embiid's not going to play a whole lot if he plays at all, and if he doesn't play, then you've got a really good number here. So the replacement when Embiid's not on the floor is Andre Drummond, who's a significant upgrade defensively. So I like a low-scoring, grimy one here. Bulls are at the Knicks. Knicks minus 8.5. I hate that. I saw Jalen Brunson leave the court last night. Looked like he was hurt. I would not be in a hurry to lay 8.5 points with the Knicks. The Bucks are 6.5-point favorites hosting the Pistons. Bucks coming off a win, their third win of the season. They're riding high, those Milwaukee Bucks. The Wizards here in San Antonio now 10-point dogs against the Spurs. Should the Spurs be 10-point favorites over anyone is the question. I don't know. I guess if there is, it should be Washington, but that feels like a lot of points. A lot of points to give. Clippers are catching 5 in Houston. The Lakers, 6.5-point favorites hosting the Grizzlies. Phoenix is plus 7.5 in Sacramento. And Minnesota and Portland going to run it back. Minnesota minus 9.5 tonight at Portland after Portland beat them just last night, which that's kind of an interesting thing. Beat you last night, and they're right back at it. Yep. I wanted to address this because I don't know if we'll have time to talk about it on Friday. Are you going to watch the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight?
I am, yeah.
Who do you think's going to win?
I don't know. I want to say probably. I haven't seen Jake Paul fight, but I've seen Tyson, the way his power hits, how powerful he hits. I don't know if Jake Paul can take those, because you got to take a lot of punches. And I'm thinking Tyson might win.
I want nothing more than for Mike Tyson to win this fight.
Yeah. I
have real concerns that he is not going to. And it basically stems to, I was thinking about this. The last time Mike Tyson fought professionally, I had to look up the date. It was June 2005. In June 2005, he fought Kevin McBride. And Kevin McBride is, in his career, was 35-10-1. Not a bum by any stretch, but it wasn't great. And Mike Tyson quit on the stool after 6 rounds. At the time, Mike Tyson was just short of 39 years old. And earlier in that year, or just a year before that, he'd been knocked out by Danny Williams. Right. Danny Williams, who was 55-33 in his career, literally just a guy. And again, that's when Mike Tyson was 38, 39 years old.
Okay.
He's now 49 years old. That's scary for me.
He'll probably last a round or two, depending on how many punches he takes.
I just want him to go in and just hit this guy really hard. And
it just takes one good punch. Yeah, just boom.
And I love hearing Mike Tyson talk. Like he'll see these clips of Jake Paul. And I really think Mike Tyson's legitimately a crazy person, and I love him for it.
Yeah.
But he's like
he's been hitting the head a lot.
Yeah, oh yeah. But he'll hear Jake Paul talking all this nonsense about how, I'm going to go in there and knock him out. And Mike Tyson looked at the camera and said, "You see that? He's done everything to build this image that he's a killer. The difference between me and him, I'm a natural born killer. I don't have to create an image. This is what I am. This is what I was born to. I'm a natural killer. He's manufactured. Yeah. I'm all natural. I'm a natural killer.
He's natural.
That's scary. I like when. I think he's got some mental illness, which makes me feel a little bit bad.
Yeah, he's a nutbag.
But I still like it. Jake Paul minus 210. Minus 210. Mike Tyson plus 170. If you think Mike Tyson can get the job done. So they're saying there's a chance.
Yeah. And how old is Jake Paul? Like 20-something?
That's a good question.
28, 27, 26? I know he's in his 20s.
Jake Paul is 27.
Yeah.
And Jake Paul,
he used to be super skinny, but he bulked up.
Man. Yeah, he did. Well, that's called steroids for him.
Yeah.
I give Jake Paul credit because Jake Paul is certainly a very good athlete and certainly has some of the best training in the world. And he has done a really good job of getting good at boxing. The first couple times he was boxing, he sucked. And he was just fighting guys who had no idea what they were doing. He's gotten to be a pretty decent boxer, and I want to give credit where it's due. He's certainly not a world-class boxer, which is why he's still trying to fight guys he's trying to fight a 50-year-old man, you know. Tyson Fury's brother, beat Jake Paul up, and Tommy Fury's like a middling professional boxer. But Jake Paul either wants to fight guys that he's way bigger than, way younger than, or guys that aren't boxers. Like, I'll fight this jiu-jitsu guy. I'll whoop his ass. Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. That guy can't box. I'll fight this wrestler. Okay. But this is it's a test. I just don't want Jake Paul to go around talking about how he beat Mike Tyson. I don't want him to act like he's some kind of legend. I don't need that in my life. But we'll try and talk about that fight a little bit more on Friday. That's it for the Daily Lines. Daily Lines brought to you by SA Card House, San Antonio's premier card house at 281 in Bitters. Well, Vic, good job today.
Yeah.
Good job carrying me through the day.
Had fun.
It was nice of you to show up at work.
And I was this close to going.
You almost called in.
I almost did, but I can't because Edwin isn't here.
Mm-hmm. You had to gut it out.
Yeah, so whether I'm throwing up, going to the restroom, or hungover, I got to be here.
And I think also of note is Vic is going through a sugar event right now because he ate a cookie this morning. So his blood sugar is through the roof, and he still managed to stay and do the show.
I have to pee it out.
You scared coward. You're the coward, Alexandria. You're a scared coward.
That's pretty good.
He's a coward. All right, we'll be back tomorrow. Maybe I'll sing more tomorrow. Yeah. Rin wants me to sing more tomorrow. Maybe I will.
We will.
Blitz coming up at 2. We'll be back at 6 a.m. previewing Thursday night football. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is 94.1